Star Wars themed bathroom with a Grogu frozen in carbonite.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then there was a guy doing a project to get a fully functional Millennium Falcon drone working that could flip and all sorts.
Hello, Leah.
Hello.
See, that's my point. Anybody who sees Star Wars in my mind, I bring straight to the front of the mind.
Hi, T-Rep. Hi, Adrian.
What? Right.
Let me fix the pillows, actually.
Adrian, thank you for popping in. Really appreciate that. And you too, Rep.
Hey, Leah.
Hello.
How's your day been, Leah?
Chill. Pretty
Right.
Chill. So you've not grafted anything today?
Are you, Luke? How you doing, mate?
We went out and then come home and then that was it.
Hi, nannies. How are you?
Terry's now doing the vegetables and stuff.
Merry Christmas to you too.
We grafted in the kitchen. The turkey is cooked, the ham is cooked, and some of it is eaten. And
Hi, Aaron. Merry Christmas.
Water.
Hope you're well, mate.
Everything else is already in a pot waiting to be cooked.
Terry's out in the kitchen dancing to Christmas music and cutting up veg.
Yeah, I'm doing all right, Luke. Thank you.
Even Lewis helped me with grafting today.
Oh,
Grafting.
What do you mean, even Lewis helped me?
yeah, that's what I was about to say. What do you mean, even Lewis helped you?
Because I let you help me.
Hi, Harry.
Yeah, but sometimes you say, babe, I can do some things as well. And I'm like, it's all right, I got it.
Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it.
I love how she just took a pic out of her belt.
Good day tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I've always
That's
got.
the way I'll do it. That how you sound, Ellie, is it? That's the way I'll do it.
Good deal, Mia. No, Ellie sounds like an angel.
No, I don't.
Wrangled by the devil.
That's bad.
That's more like it.
I have such a way with words, don't I?
Do you like Crystal's voodoo doll?
That's cool.
You stick a fire thing in his butt, a cone.
Oh, yeah.
She had it off with my sister, but I will only let her use it in the living
Say
room.
it right. It's a little man where you stick a cone up its ass and it starts smoking.
Yeah. But technically, you stick it through his back, not up his ass.
I know, but it's
I can still Ellie my things. Ellie! I got a box.
A box?
I would hope so. Well, I mean,
A box.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
I give 2 of mine to my mum.
Why?
Because I need space and it's getting filled up and yeah.
I have nothing to do with it.
And I got a
Hey,
goblet.
Janie. How you doing, mate? Hi, Osman.
They're skulls, by the way.
Hi, Joanne.
Hello.
Merry Christmas to everyone.
And I got something that Crystal would like.
A brain.
Oh, that's the incense thing.
Yeah, it's the Ouija board one.
I'd hide that when she comes round.
Yeah, she doesn't use the
How you
incense.
doing, Joanne?
Yeah, that's
It wouldn't really matter.
And I got loads of cones
Hiya, Susan.
for my backflow burner.
I can't remember what it was, but I said, "Well, what are you going to do with it?" She was like looking at it.
Merry Christmas, Susan.
I said, "But what are you going to do with it?" And she went, "I'll learn the ABCs from it."
Thank you, nannies. Appreciate it. Hope you have a good one too.
Hello, everybody.
All the best for New Year.
Hey, OC, woohoo!
What is that face for? I already eaten 3 pots of ice cream.
Susan, go and get yourself droid off.
Ellie, you're so flaming random.
How am I random?
You just screamed out, I already ate 6 pots of ice cream really
I said
loudly.
3, and if you're
No, she
paying
didn't.
attention, you will see that I wasn't being random, okay?
I was trying to
And
offer.
Leah, to be fair, she didn't say that. She said she eated 3.
Yeah, I eated 3.
I eated.
But I eated 3
That's
already.
going to be nice for you, Susan.
And I was trying to share.
I know, but it's calories, and I'm not
I
a fan of-
agree with you, Luke.
Brussels sprouts. If that isn't
Look,
all Brussels sprouts. Yeah?
And hello, Terry.
Yeah,
No,
but we
you're
got
not
Brussels
really
sprouts.
bad.
Yeah, we got Brussels sprouts with bacon out. That's awesome.
They're all soft and rotten.
Really?
Sausages with bacon, Brussels sprouts with bacon, turkey with ham, which is bacon.
No, I didn't stuff the turkey with ham. I stuffed the turkey with sausage and stuffing.
Right, yeah, but you've got ham. So what I'm going to do is when it goes on my plate, it's going to be laid over the top of it.
So you still want extra ham?
So this is going to be.
Okay.
I don't know what you were.
You can eat extra ham with your dinner if you want to.
I'm good, thank you, Joanne.
We still got another half of ham in
Turkey's
the
too dry.
freezer.
Turkey's too dry.
No, not if you cook it right.
Leo, we bought this ham, right?
What I mean?
It was like this big. I cut it in half. It didn't even fit in a pot.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm glad your bracky's out, Joanne.
But it was a good ham, wasn't it?
I mean, I don't know how to cook. Well, I do know how to cook, but I just can't cook. I can tell you how to make a turkey not dry.
Yeah.
I've done
Put it in
it.
a swimming pool. That'll work.
I mean, it would be definitely saturated.
Ours is not dry. It's still juicy.
Do you reckon they're waterproof like tarantulas?
But ours is stuffed to the max. Do you see the way I was stuffing that shit and it was still popping
Yeah.
out?
That should hold all the stop it from going dry as well.
To be fair, I'm surprised to see Ellie and Lewis on here.
Why?
Well, they would have been having their Christmas Eve.
But it's not Christmas until midnight.
Christmas Eve time.
Yeah, we can do that later.
Crystal's not in bed yet.
Ah,
Brussels sprouts are awesome. I love them.
I mean,
I'm putting the dog upstairs.
I'm having some of them tonight with me tea.
I'm going to be absolutely shattered tomorrow.
Let's go.
I'll be logging off work at like 8 in the morning, and then it'll be like downstairs with the family for the morning, then over to my mum's for the afternoon, and I've got to get back on work for 8 o'clock.
oh God. I don't envy you.
No. I'll swap with you if you want.
That ain't the way to be, Luke.
I normally do squats on Christmas morning.
Really?
Ah, Joanne, sprouts are flipping lovely.
Thing is, though, it does help the fact I've got a gym in my back of my house, like the garage, so I don't have to go anywhere. Get out there.
Yeah, nah. Screw
Oh,
that.
no.
Christmas Day
I
is
think
literally
that's
get up
better
when I can be asked and drink
No,
and eat.
Leah, it's all about, that's just my like escape.
Merry Christmas, squirrel.
No mentalness, like
Happy New Year.
25 minutes,
Fair.
half hour.
I told the kids they're not allowed to get up before 7, but I'll probably up before
Good
then.
luck with that, Ellie.
Actually, they're usually up around 6:30, so it's not too bad. But I normally get up about 6:30, and I tell them to stay in their rooms until I'm finished doing some of my chores.
Oh, the spirit
Wow.
of Christmas, Ellie.
There's more restraint than me, telling you that now.
Kath gets up, she does the horse, so she'll be up at like, I don't know, 5, 6 o'clock and gone.
No, kids shouldn't be allowed downstairs.
I'm
Ever.
well, I'm
Ever.
Yeah, ever. No, because you've got to come down. You've got to set it all up so it looks all like
No,
it's all
we
the
do that
Christmas
before we
presents.
go bed.
Mum, I'm staying in bed then.
We weren't allowed to open presents before my mum and dad were up. Right.
Probably
No, mine ain't allowed to open anything until after breakfast.
No, that's if Dom eats his breakfast.
No, he does. Every year they do the same thing. They have breakfast, then they have presents. No breakfast, no present.
It doesn't really fit. Oh yeah, well they will be a bit big, babe. But at least you've got that growing room.
Switch and shit. I got bored and opened doors.
He thinks it's been sold back. He doesn't know he got it. He thinks he took it back to the shop and it's gone.
Who's that?
Well, I'm not getting up early tomorrow.
Normally the kids were like, Mum, when are you getting up in the morning? I went when I want to.
I'll give you a call, Mark, if you want on Messenger when I finish work.
No, thank you. Yeah, that was the same with me, Susan.
We've just come back from Mackey's.
Hi, hello, Harper. Bloody hell, Joanne, I'm just going to bed then.
What's that?
Joanne said she's normally up at 3:30 or 4.
No, not something.
This is the first year I'm probably really like not actually massively like a big kid for Christmas. And I
This
think
year just for me hasn't felt like Christmas at all.
trouble is, I think everyone, the whole situation in this country has just drained the enthusiasm from my being. I'm sure it'll be fine tomorrow, though.
Up at 4 so you can go to the gym. That's dedication.
That is dedication.
Look, there's more than life in the gym.
Yeah, there's food.
Oh, that's awesome, Susan.
I like to look good.
You like your food as well.
I like to be strong.
Joanne, you're not that old, are you?
Who's not what?
Would you prefer a session eating cake or a session in the gym?
Cake.
Exactly.
I'm a man.
Now, a nice roast dinner from Ellie or go into the gym.
Lewis wants his cake and eat it.
Exactly that, man. We've got to have a nice session of cake, right, and then go burn it off in the gym.
Well, you don't need to burn it off in the gym. You can burn it off at home.
That's not old, Joanne.
Ellie has the right plan.
No, right, this is the thing. I told him there's a gym next to Asda, which there is. I said he can go to that one. He said, no, I can burn it off at home. That's what he said, so I'm just using his own words against him.
Yeah, I'm going to have to have a look at that gym.
I've got to
I
feed
don't know
all
why
my spiders
he's
today.
going in before I-
Gym shouldn't be a hobby, though.
Trouble is, it's the endorphins that you get released from exercise are a massive like stabilizer for mental health, aren't they, as well?
Yeah, I get that. It does help.
Yeah.
It's definitely my zen place.
Susan, that's going to be nice in if you
I
Yeah,
think
that's-
my
people.
place is having a nap on the sofa.
With you on that one.
I've got to feed everything in about. Oh, yeah, I've got to feed everything tonight. Yeah.
Oh god.
I just find that all of my mates that are obsessed with the gym, they do nothing but talk about the gym. And they're the most boringest people on the
How are
planet.
you, Diana? How are you?
And I'm not saying that you are, Luke. I'm just my mates that have just took to the gym.
I used to be a bit like that. But now I'm
Joanne,
not.
you're only as old as you feel.
I'll come up and meet somebody new and go, how much can you bench? Nobody cares.
Wait, when the doctor's already done my clothes. That's right, I'll draw. No, not drying. Look, they got mud on it. It'll wash. Don't worry about it.
Hi, Hunter.
Oh, no, that feeling, Susan, because mine have with me.
Leah, is he ever happy?
No.
Is he a what?
Is he ever happy?
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's pressed the button.
I mean, if you felt
Bye,
like
bye, Leah.
I'm sure she'll be back in a second.
She tried to adjust how high she was on the camera screen and turned it off, I think. There she goes.
She's back.
To adjust the camera and
Yeah, we figured that, but I give you a little sarcastic comment when you hit the button. I was like, well, if you felt like that.
Hi, Anna.
Hi, Amna.
Merry Christmas.
Oh.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Joanne, I am 21.
twice and a bit.
When am I not happy, Leah? When I'm tired and I'm exhausted.
Yeah, and in miserable.
Quite often.
Look, I wish
Other than that, you're great fun.
Huh?
Just when you're. I said, other than that, you're great fun. It's just when you're tired and unwell.
It's hard to suffer, you know, and keep going.
I do know. I don't blame you. One.
Did you put normal enough?
That was a big yawn, Ellie.
It tastes like normal enough. Yeah, because cow's milk tastes like sugar.
No, we don't.
Hmm?
No, we don't.
Is that?
Clearly it does, because that's not cow's milk.
Maybe I drank yours.
I don't think you did.
Did you just say that cow's milk tastes like sick?
Yeah.
She did.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Luke, if you're looking at doing strongman, mate, I used to be, the person I used to use for coaching, Paul Smith and Shannon Smith. Paul Smith does all the UK strongman comps. He's like quite decent, I think. Shannon's not too bad.
Yes, you go, boy.
Well, Luke, I hope that I see you on
Debbie, how are you?
men of some sort of category, because I like watching them.
I used to watch them.
I like watching the competitions.
Hope you're well, Debbie.
Nelly Hall makes me laugh.
I get to watch you with your Star Wars. So.
What?
Debbie's wishing the panel Happy Christmas.
You're just going to keep her in a box.
I just love how we know all about Ellie's, like, yeah. Bathroom habit.
What do you want to know?
Oh, nice, Debbie.
Leah, life's too short to be locked up in a box. How many times a day do you see them four walls of your house? Like, seriously.
I am, Joanne.
Just enjoy what little enjoyment you can.
I could give Mark a heart attack for the stuff I know.
Leah and Ellie are from Wales. Matt's from God knows where. Don't know where he was found.
And Lewis was adopted by Wales.
Under a bridge, mate. Under a bridge. They
Hiya,
lived in a
Cat's
cardboard
always
box.
happy Christmas.
Who's that?
Yeah, Lewis has been adopted by the Welsh people.
Kidnapped.
He plots to make his escape in a few months' time.
Oh no, I tried to send him back. He was like, oh hell no.
What do you mean, God
The
knows?
thing is,
where
my
I'm-
next door neighbour.
Debbie saying hello to you, Leah.
She's like my
Hello,
mum,
Debbie.
and like I sort of like mentioned it to her a while back that I was planning on like moving to Wales at some point. She almost cried. So like now I want to go back to sort of like start moving my stuff to Wales. I don't know how that's going to go.
Hey.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, Kathy.
That is going to be a mission.
All right. That's always. Hi, Kathy. How are you?
Me, I'm from Essex, innit?
I hope you're well.
Yeah, you don't look like you're from Essex.
What's that supposed to mean?
Do
You haven't got orange skin in a quiff.
you have a fazazzel? Yeah. Or wherever you
White
call it.
stilettos.
The dazzle, Ellie. The dazzle.
I don't wear
Shazam
Burberry. I don't wear Burberry. I don't support West Ham.
Oh.
Well,
They're gonna kick me out.
Can you tell the time?
Yeah, I can.
Good, okay.
I've got a maths degree.
Oh, at least Suffolk came out of Essex with some sort of brain.
Yeah.
Really? That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said.
Well, normally I would never have said you was from Essex because they walk around like bloody Barbie dolls.
Best thing to come out of Essex? The Essex cell.
Like, I wouldn't have known if you didn't open your
Best thing out of Essex.
Good to hear you doing okay, Kathy.
Was what?
Prodigy.
What's a prodigy?
I didn't know they come from Essex.
You don't know Prodigy, Ellie.
Keith Flint was up the road.
Janie, I did send you the link, mate, if you want to jump on.
I do worry about you, Ellie.
Did they make a song called Tarantula? I just love music.
I was going to say, can somebody please play her the song?
Susan, many years ago, I used to actually be down at Northcott Road on the street market down there, doing vegetables and fruit on the stalls.
Hey, Brian.
I type in tarantula.
Merry Christmas to you, Brian.
Ellie, Terry's now singing it in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Brentwood's only up the road, mate.
Okay, Terry. We can hear you.
Erin.
No, I mean for the copyright, love.
Okay, mate, no problem.
Yeah, many years ago, I used to be on the fruit markets and veg markets up at Clapham.
Leah, Susan's still waiting.
For what?
I don't know. A sing song, I think.
I don't know, I'm very confused.
Don't take much.
I just realised it's Pendulum that does tarantula, not Prodigy.
No, Prodigy does Firestarter. I'm a Firestarter.
And now he doesn't do anything because he's a monk.
Yes, he's now a monk.
Who the one out of Prodigy? He's dead, isn't he?
Keith Flint.
Yeah.
Well, he was a monk before he died.
Yeah, he committed suicide, didn't he?
Oh, Susan's waiting for you to sing, Leah.
Oh, God.
No one else is.
Yeah.
She doesn't seem impressed. I put Omen on. She's like, I don't know that one. Oh yeah, I do. And then that was it.
Oh, your partner's brother lives in Essex.
Yeah, I don't listen to it. It's not somebody I would choose to listen to.
Yeah, Prodigy.
Fair.
Acquired taste.
No.
Matt, I'm just not your usual person.
The thing is, they're good if you're in the mood for it. That's for sure.
What is rape?
Ellie just likes something that she can swing her hips to.
Lewis, don't complain. My hips don't lie.
She doesn't need music to swing her hips. She does it as she just walks off. She just like cocks her hip off.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, Mark. Oh, Craig. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be a long night. I might not feed my night. I'm that tired already.
That's it now, isn't it?
Which one do you think would say is lavender? That one?
The purple
Or that
one.
No, I have
Merry
multiple
Merry
purples.
Christmas, mate.
It's usually light purple.
Yeah, I got like a light purple, but it's yeah. The other one's a bit too pinky purple, so I'm gonna go with this one.
I left Northern Ireland years ago.
We wish you a merry
Married the next girl.
You got your box?
Is there any copyright on "We Wish You a Merry Christmas"?
Yes.
Is there? I thought that would expire
On,
years
like,
ago.
I'm singing on it. Merry Christmas.
you know, if you were to sing like "We've Got the Whole World in His Hands,"
Yeah.
that's copyrighted.
Really?
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, nice, Diana.
Thing is, though, if you sing it really poorly, then it's the cover version.
Or just once you've finished, find out who sings it, and then just go, "This was done by so and so in this year," and it come in like so and so in the charts. Then it's a review. Then you're fine.
I saw the photo, Diana. It looked nice.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I don't know what happened. It got stuck.
I did that just because how it comes up in our chat.
Good night, Amna. Merry Christmas.
Hi,
Have
Amna.
a good New Year.
No, I'm not.
Good
Have
night,
a good
Anna.
Christmas.
Right.
Oh, chocolate strawberries for child, nice.
Mark,
Shouldn't we
that Kraken malted yesterday as well.
No,
Really?
I haven't.
What do you mean you still? What have I done?
All the killer brachis slings that I got from you, I've all malted now.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
They're all
Kraken-
doing well then.
The Kraken put some size on as well.
Oh,
I still love you.
That one not malted today, that little OBT. I should give it a week or so, and then I'll move it into a bigger enclosure.
Yeah, nice. I was gonna move the electric and the Vietnam, but the thing
no,
is,
I got to feed them all.
they use it vertically. There's no point taking them out of the vials probably for another molt. Let them have another one in there, and then they can push their own way out.
Yeah.
The only one that's not malted now, because even the pumpkin patch is malted. The only one that's not is the feather leg.
At least you're not burning so much now. It's just itching.
That's
That
bigger
feather
though,
leg's
isn't it?
a lot. That feather leg's out a lot. It sits on the front of the cork bark.
Was it?
Yeah, it just sits there all day, like on display.
Feels secure then.
Mine's
Got a
broken.
load of web all around the bottom of the cork bark and all up the back side. I mean, he's made a massive web curtain at the back. You touch the enclosure or blow any air past it, and it's gone. But normally, because it's right in the corner, it sits there on the front on its little web hammock thing that is made just at the bottom of the cork bark.
Snacks and naps, yeah.
Although I think that one suits me as well.
And 5 minutes extra. You mean 4 hours extra?
Yeah, Susan, they can if they're not eating. I mean, I've got some spiders that haven't eaten since May. As long as his abdomen looks all right, as long as his abdomen's not like shrunken or anything, he'll be all right. But they can take a while. One of my avics hasn't eaten for probably 5 weeks now, and that
Yeah, I'm still sweating.
doesn't look like it's in pre-molt, but that's because they've got a really dark abdomen anyway.
Are you, Emma? Merry
I wouldn't worry about
Christmas.
30 days.
Hope you have a good New Year.
Hey Emma.
Oh, your mum's not found hers yet.
Her abdomen's
Tiny.
flat, she'll be fine, Susan. As long as she's got access to water, I wouldn't worry about it. You'll see her start to lay a proper hammock if she's going to molt anyway.
Mum's feather leg is still loose. Have fun with that.
Oh dear.
I really feel the front.
So guys, I've got a pumpkin patch and a H giggles on the loose. So
They told me to keep it away from the grass, but I kept it away from the
No,
grass.
that's the only thing that's weird about pumpkin patch is their abdomen doesn't
Oh.
up and down when they go to They just look like normal. And my pumpkin patch I got from Mark,
No, tomorrow.
and then about 3 hours later flipped on its back and molted.
Just because the top.
Mad.
Never known that to happen.
Pizza in the middle.
You gross.
Oh, glad you do that.
Wow, fair enough.
Oh, good night, Debbie. Take care. Merry Christmas.
Night.
Bye.
Yeah,
Thank
all
you.
good, Harry.
Bye.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, all good.
Joanne, are you planning on getting any more now you've got the one? Was it is addictive?
I'm getting closer. Oh, that's from where my brother stuck a stick in the front wheel of the bike and I went over the handlebars and got asked for the money.
Anytime, Debbie, you know that.
You showing all your scars, Ellie?
There's one on a knee, and I was like, "What's that?"
No, I just got like shorter shorts on, so my legs is exposed, so we can see her anyway.
Supposed.
Suppose, or what was it? Exposed.
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 That's how it's supposed to be exposed.
Exposed.
That's what it said, exposed. Don't start with me now.
Yeah, but there was the way you just done that. I don't. You know, I don't correct you when you say things wrong.
They are different, Susan.
I'm trying not to, but it's just so funny.
Yeah, but it's when I said it, and then she went, "Well, that's what I said."
Oh, nice, Emma.
That's what made me laugh.
I know she hates when I cracked her, but I can't help it because she just makes me crack up. And literally, like, it just takes everything in my power not just to die laughing straight away. So I just end up repeating her and going,
I have an easy way out of that. I
What's
just
that?
want to kiss her.
Did you see that might have some discless
You
blue?
kind of can't do that.
Anyone needs that one.
Well, have you had an egg sack, Emma?
get down, 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 get down. That hurts. Thank you very
I
much.
love the way you look at me with concern.
Oh, she's got a sack.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
It's awesome, Emma.
They died them. They're not even purple freaking carrots anymore. That's some
Yeah,
lying
it's
out.
Navy Joe.
That's
Keep that,
terrible.
keep that. Where do we get it from?
Holy, that's
I'm
bullshit.
sure it's fine.
Look
Susan.
at that.
It
That's
takes forever
fucking
sometimes.
fine.
Isn't that a con?
What is it?
Yeah.
Purple carrots.
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be purple carrots.
They're not dyed.
It's not. They've just dyed them.
They're supposed to be
Hey,
heritage
Anton, how you doing, mate?
I'm calling
We
bullshit.
paid extra for them as well. Because Enter wanted the purple
Did the
carrots.
guy on the side of the road selling some magic beans as well?
I got the
Yeah.
Nelly carrot. Tidings we bring.
Yeah, anybody that wants one of Emma's slings, one of that. Just
That's done.
Oh,
Lou.
That tickled me. That did that.
It don't take much to tickle you though. You find even the stupidest of things funny.
Oh, stupid things are the best though.
Yes. silly,
Yeah,
stupid things.
Ellie,
when
you
you
just
get the
don't have a
vibe
sense
for,
of humour.
I do have a sense of
You
humor.
can't get rid of them.
It's just a little bit more malicious than Lewis.
Lewis, what's happened to Chris?
He's still posting on TikTok.
He has abandonment issues.
I was going to say you don't answer his messages when you send them.
Oh, you messaged him?
Yeah?
Oh.
He might not be alive because he bought
Hi,
a snake.
Derek.
Ellie might have killed him off.
In fact, I haven't heard from him since that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't either. He hasn't like updated me on the snake or anything, which I would have thought he would have, because you know what he's like.
Merry Christmas, Derek.
What?
I
Merry
hope you have
Christmas,
a
Derek.
good one, Derek. I know you've got things going on, but at least you got your son and that back.
I haven't spoken to him for 4 days. I'm a bit concerned.
Oh wow.
Jesus.
I normally speak to him every day.
Singer
Yeah.
of Fame passed away.
Every now and then there goes a day in between, but
Yeah, I used to speak to my best friend every day, but unfortunately she's getting laid now, so I don't exist anymore.
I don't get laid every day though.
My best mate moved to New Zealand. It's like,
Oh wow.
I said, seemed a bit of extreme.
Ellie, I said my best mate. Who said you?
Fuck off then, Leah.
That's what a best mate's done.
No, I'm only messing.
Yeah, Susan, honestly, the Avic, I wouldn't worry about it. It's like, I've got a little tiny pulcher that hasn't eaten since April. And it still hasn't molted yet. Tried stepping on its leg to open its mouth, but it doesn't work.
I mean, he's active on Facebook now.
Huh?
I said he's active on Facebook now.
Huh.
Take care, Emma. Merry Christmas, and hope you have a good New Year.
Merry Christmas.
I suppose you should get these down.
It's a bit dark in here, because otherwise, Susan, I'd show you mine. I've got one that hasn't eaten for about a month. It's absolutely fine, though.
Show you, Mum. If you show me yours.
I picked that one up at where did I pick that up? Bedford, I think.
Oh. It's really warm in here.
Take care, Emma.
Oh, is Emma going? Bye, Emma.
Yes.
Bye, Emma.
What was that?
It was a Lewis bear.
It sounded like he was talking.
Yeah.
I
69.
said at the same time. Because I'm an animal.
He was having a 69?
I thought Susan was for a minute, but then she put nope 65.
They're talking about the lead singer of Faithless has died.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody was having a 69. I was getting excited there.
I thought Susan was having a 69, but it was just, I think she was on about the age.
I'm not having a 69. Them things cause this sore throat.
Oh, wow. She could have said anything there, right? Oh, God.
Ellie, you do come out with things. It's like when I picked Emma up today, the first thing she says is, do you know what? I says, what? Thinking she was going to tell me something that happened. She went, I got a sore vagina. But I said, thanks, Emma. I really wanted to know that.
That is too funny.
Say one thing about Pete's daughters, they're not shy in saying things.
That's good. They fit in then. My dogs are bloody loving themselves. They're getting all bits of carrot and everything.
Oh,
You'll be done sooner rather than later. Don't worry, baby.
They'll feel hard done by if they bite into them and they're orange on the inside.
It's a piss steak, though. Is it or is it not a piss steak? You can actually get purple carrots, by the way. That's not like wishful thinking. I literally grew them this year. Just having a look.
You grew some.
Yeah,
Was
I
they
grew
purple all
multicolored
through?
carrot. Purple the whole way through, yeah. Purple, white, and orange. Oh, and
Nice.
yellow as well. They're called rainbow carrots.
Are they happy carrots?
Very happy carrots.
Oh, I can't wait for this year to be over.
Well, you don't have to wait too much longer, mate.
No.
It's only like a week now, isn't it?
Yeah.
You seen our spider in there?
My uncle's anniversary tomorrow.
Oh, sorry, Mark.
All right.
Hi, Kyle. Merry Christmas, mate.
Merry Christmas, Kyle.
Did Chaz say
Merry Christmas.
anything to you, Leah? Did he say he was going to turn up tonight or what?
Yeah, and said nothing to me.
Well, I don't know, but I sent him the link.
He thought I was being serious yesterday when I was winding him up. See, the thing is with him, he winds me up all the time. He literally sends me messages all day long, winding me up and taking the pee out of me. I do it once.
Yeah, but then when you do it back, he gets offended because he thinks it's...
Yeah, he gets offended by one little thing I said to him, like jokingly said he was banned from your life. And he won't talk to me now. He's ignoring my messages and everything.
Is he still ignoring you?
Yeah. I've given
Oh,
up.
he told me he was giving you the silent treatment. I said he was only messing.
Yeah, I've given up. I ain't got time for that. He'll
Yeah.
message me when he's got a question about Hamori.
Bless him.
Trip him over, Susan. Tell him you're not interested.
Who's tripping over?
I told Susan to trip him over.
Who's tripping over?
Yeah, I'll put it on screen there.
Oh, God. Enjoy that. Or just get what you need and kick him out after. Other options.
Pokey setup. Perfectly done. Lovely.
Do you think I can get through a bloody hole?
I'll be spilling water upon my computer.
I don't.
It's not even a hole.
Didn't the water?
It looks like she did. Can't see where it went.
No water.
Oh, wow. This is it, Susan. You just gotta get what you can take, you know?
Like a purple carrot.
Right, Matt. Me and you are gonna fall out in a minute, and I'll be giving you silent treatment like Chaz.
I even sent Chaz a link.
Oh, I don't know what he's at.
I don't know what's up with him. I really don't.
I've given him a sore vagina.
We were sat there chatting the other day, Leah, and Sophie turned around and brought it up about the Vagisil.
Oh, God.
I said, oh my God, Soph. I said, you still remember that? She says, yeah. She said, I can't help it.
What did Pete say?
Joffy's just won on Mitch's live.
Oh, well done, John.
Oh, what's he won, nice?
Don't know yet. He hasn't drawn the prize yet.
Ah. Curly hairs, yes, Joanne.
What's that about Clearlias?
The curly hairs docile. I said, yeah. Got a good
Very.
temperament on them.
I've got 3, and they're all different, very different. But I think that once they get to like larger size, they tend to really calm down, don't they?
Yeah.
I was going to say, none of mine are skittish or anything. Mine are all really calm.
I think as well, it depends whether or not it's a true form or a hobby form. I do find the hobby forms seem to be a bit more unpredictable.
I've got one that literally wants to lace up boxing gloves every time I go near it, and then the other 2 are fine. But neither of mine even burrow or anything.
Joanne, if you want a nice calm spider, get an Amelia.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Palmer Amelia.
Or an Albiceps.
Yeah.
Or an
Albiceps, super chill.
Yeah, out of the Brachypelma, the only one that's a little bit of a menace, like the worst of the lot's got to be the Classy. That seems to be the skittish one out of all of them, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know, vegans can be a bit of a bugger.
Oh, yeah, in the brackies
anymore.
I see. So
yeah.
Didn't you hold my Classy?
Yeah.
She's calm, isn't she?
Yeah.
My one's a nut job, and all the ones I've seen just end up being nut jobs.
Mark's is lovely.
I've got an adult female.
I think once they all grow up, once they get big,
quite a bit.
Yeah, well, been like 3 carrots wrapped up. So
did you put any in the communal?
Yeah, done.
Okay.
Are you Jazz?
2 HMAX as a beginner.
Oh, have you not?
Jazz, if you want to jump on, I'll send you the link.
Mark, did you see Susan's comment?
What's that? Hold on.
Been gifted her 2 HMAX.
Oh, 2 HMAX. Oh, nice.
Hey, Susan, it sounds like your friend's as nice as a friend I've got who gave me a load of shitters. I won't tell you who it was, though.
Yeah, it totally wasn't Mark.
That's just evil, any.
Yeah, who'd do that? He was laughing when he handed him over as well. That's the worst thing. Rubbing his hands together like this, you know.
Well, have fun with them, Susan, especially as they get older.
Yep.
I think the thing is, if you treat, I mean, I know that things can go wrong, and I know they can bolt and they can be flighty, but if you treat everything like worst case scenario, you never come into issues. It's when you become lax.
Harry, the communal's up on the desk.
I know. I'm doing it.
Oh, okay. And my male mantis is still alive. Or
Yeah,
female,
the thing is, it's the same, Susan. It's the same thing with OBTs, though, right? When they're tiny, they're really quick and they like to bolt around. But as soon as they put some webbing down and put the size on, they tend to be a little bit slower.
Is he?
Yeah.
What's that? Well, she's had him, or?
Yeah, she's on.
Well, at least I know he probably did the job.
Did you see that video of mine, Matt, where that OBT done a runner?
Yeah.
You know, it ended up on my leg.
Yeah.
No, he's still got his head. He's just died.
You know, when I rehoused the rest of the OBT the other night, honestly, it would have been like, had I videoed it, I would have got so much.
And the rounding calls right next to it.
Because I had a bra plast tub sitting on my knees, and I was rehousing them on my knees, like from a vial pot to a vial pot in this dark, on my knees with this little bra plast tub as the catch area, and I had 2 vials next to each other, hold them like that, trying to get the graph.
Yeah.
But the OBT did get out and it ran off, but it literally
he's not in there.
The bra plast.
Oh, okay. So they've probably mated then.
They probably have, but she's got it.
I think the thing is, once you sort of like, if you're not as calm, if you're a bit more confident with things, I know they can't sense it, but they seem to, if you know what I mean. Like, if you're quite nervous, things seem to happen.
Yeah.
If you're more confident and calm with things like you do with your rehousing, it's like they tend to act that way as well. And it's the same with Dave when you watch his videos. Like he doesn't freak out about things or stress about things. And I think once you adopt that, the spiders don't tend to be as flighty.
Thing is, you got to think as well. They're probably very similar to other animals where they have kind of like a sense of like the area around them. Like, you know, the way dogs and cats can tell if a earthquake's coming before it even starts. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if tarantulas can feel if you're panicky.
Just looking at them now, Susan.
If you're holding a stick, a paintbrush, or a piece of grass to try and move them, and that's your hand's slightly shaking, that thing is going to be vibrating right near them a lot more. So yeah, if you can control that, and if you're a lot more confident, then they'll be fine.
And on the ground. So, like you said, if you're waving something around,
yeah,
it's going to feel it.
You know we were muted the whole time.
No.
They just unmuted us.
No, we heard him.
Lies.
Baby's up.
He's okay, Erin.
Can you please eat the roach?
Have a safe journey tomorrow, Aaron.
Eat it.
Joffy's won something from Jeremy. So
Oh, nice.
box of mixed species huntsmans and wandering spiders.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't want him.
Oh, yeah, send it, Susan. I'll have a look at that.
Or is it, if I'm honest? Maybe the poker's on missing. Or maybe gum style is on missing.
What is that?
Dave's nice, Joanne. Even nicer when you meet him.
Maybe not. I don't like that thing. That's going as well.
Yeah, I swear Dave puts some sort of anaesthetic in the air in his spider room before he does his videos. Either that or it's all CGI.
They literally do squeeze themselves through small places, don't they?
Yeah, Dave's got a lot of time for people at the shows as well when you go and talk to him.
Oh, wow. Mark,
Yeah?
that video of your Ajan's got up to 4.8k.
Has it? I'm still in a state of shock with that one on TikTok.
Just gone.
I think it's reached 35k now.
I'm telling you, go with it.
That'll grow then.
I've got 754 on the Emperor Scorpion. And then I got 4.8k on the Massive Tarantula Takes Out Locust.
Even 9 o'clock yet. This day is dragging.
And now I'm up to 767 subscribers.
That's good, Lee. You're doing well.
Yeah, I just need to get watch time.
Well done, Mia.
Susan.
Right, I'm creeping up slowly.
Oh, God.
Ellie.
Yeah.
Susan, that's gross. Hey, Russell.
Hey,
Hey, Russ.
Merry Christmas to you and Jen. I hope you have a
hey
good New
Russell,
Year.
you sexy beast.
Merry Christmas, Russell.
Oh, yeah. Tell Russell we found his happy place today.
Nice, Susan.
I'll have
Yeah.
to check it out, Susan.
I've got
That's
one
funny,
Susan
that
on
one
there.
is, with your Ivy pooping.
Is that Mummy leg?
What are you on TikTok, Susan?
Big lawn.
I'll see this one.
I'm trying to think of something else to put on here.
I had a crazy one on there, Susan. It's at the moment. It's on 12.5 million. Mate, I found a potential female carapaensis as well. So I might be able to breed my male that was on that video with. I might be able to get a female for him.
Susan's just sent me the video of her Ivik pooping, and he shoots.
Oh, they make such a mess. That's the only downside with the acrylic closures as opposed to the glass. Poop is easier to wipe off glass than it is acrylic.
You think they would? Yee-ho, and a bottle of rum.
Yeah, Susan, tell me what you are on TikTok. I'll give you a follow. Let's have a look at your videos. I like jumping spiders.
Human.
Thanks, Lewis.
She had to click a button that said she is not a robot.
I'm not a robot.
Robot.
She's a malfunctioning fucking robot. That's what she is.
I'm not a robot.
Robot.
I ain't so right.
I'm busy.
I was giving you a follow, Susan. Have a look at these jumpers. Oh,
He's a great spider.
you got the Bahamas, the white ones.
Them axles are cool.
Sydney is beautiful.
Yeah, Matt, can you have a look at this for me? Can you make out to see if its pubes are straight or short or straight or curly?
You haven't combed them, have you?
No.
It looks like it's wearing it looks like it's wearing a garter band around its abdomen.
Yeah, Russell, do you want to see what I got? Hang on.
Show me Boxer.
Yeah, I got.
I bought you.
Terry bought me stuff.
That one is beautiful,
Hold
Susan. Love it.
That done there. So I got a box, which is really pretty. You open it, close it, like a box.
Your jumping spider setups are lovely.
I got a goblet.
Which is all skulls.
Susan,
There's
put your
my
link
coat
in.
with my bag of gems is in it.
Oh, so
Can you get it so I want to show him?
I'm busy.
Yeah, I'll do it, Mark.
I want to show Russell. He's going off in a second. He's not staying on long. And I got this, Russell, which is a Ouija board incense burner. It's ceramic.
Guys,
Oh,
I got loads of cone incense. It's the backflow burner ones. And I got crystals as well, but they're in my coat. So
yeah, she's beautiful, Susan. Sydney's lovely. I love the white ones.
the box is really nice. I like the box a lot. Smells good as well.
Oh,
I don't know.
am I in trouble, Chaz? Am I in trouble?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I got these. Right, he wrapped them all for me. Right. So I got Russell a citrine one, but I have to get it to him when I see him. And I got Ellie a quartz rose. No, I didn't. Got Ellie an amethyst one, and I got Annie an amethyst. And then I got myself one of each.
Did you get the shark?
Yeah, and then I got this for Hunter.
Tooth.
Shark's tooth. He thinks they're really cool.
Matt, did you see that Chaz has messaged you?
Yeah, I did. I've replied to him.
No, not snacks. I'm gonna put probably gonna put some stuff in
Hello,
there.
Terry, in the mirror.
I'm being nerdy. I'm trying to see if there's a fishing shark or a meeting shark. Fish.
Jordan's just been over.
No straight edges.
I could have told you
Showing
that to
me
put
his
on the back.
pajamas.
Don't know if I can't do it
And
like
he's
that,
sat
can't I?
there, the three of them.
It's not there.
Yeah, the three of them are sat there in a row. They've got the baby in the middle.
Terry got
That's
round his
it.
neck. What's Terry got round his neck?
Oh, he's got the boa. He's playing with one of the boas.
No, that's his penis and moist.
The advantages of being short, I suppose. It looks massive.
That was a kind of backhanded compliment.
Yeah, it is a little mini cluster. I love them. They're so cute. Lost my bag. Oh. Just down there.
Got a little addition, Mark.
Oh, nice. When did you get that one?
Yesterday. No. Yeah, yesterday.
Just the one you had, or did you have a couple?
I picked up that one yesterday, but I've got a few on hold. I've got quite a few on hold. I was just waiting for the prices to come through. But I've got like a lot of weird avic species and a lot of the Toledo caltos that aren't sort of like your common ones, like the Oxata or something, and then those ones all on hold as well. Waiting for prices. Yeah, I like the red on Sydney, Susan. It looks really good against the white. Really nice.
Chaz, I think Chaz is coming on till 9:30.
Okay.
Wow. Who's playing that?
Where was I?
I don't know. Where were you, Mark?
The sofa, Mark. The sofa.
True. I was messaging somebody and I forgot who it was. I was messaging.
Wow.
If I leave that there long enough, I wonder if it'll come back out.
Hold on, it's
It'll come back out. It'll come back out. Oh no, he's going
oh,
away.
it's disappeared.
Oh, boo.
No, come back.
Boo. Not playing. Not playing ball. Never mind.
Cross stitch.
Started to get its lovely like pink hairs on its abdomen now. The avic, the versicolor.
And thank you, Russell. I'm just keeping my hands busy because Terry's made me put all my craft stuff away. So it's the only thing I can have out because it's in one little bag, and I've still made a mess with that. So he's probably gonna make me put that away now as well.
Right, Craig's put Susan's link in the chat. So
Yeah,
if you want to go over and subscribe.
Osman put her TikTok in there as well.
Did I? Right. Well, I've just subscribed anyway, so.
Ow.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, I'm following on TikTok.
Yeah, I've given Susan a sub on YouTube as well. 2 subscribers on YouTube. Do better, people. Come on.
Exactly, Russell.
She does. She does, Russell. She does what she wants. She don't play by no rules. Big snake, small snake. She does what she wants.
Shut up, Matt.
I am going to be like the world's worst elephant. You know that, don't you?
Yep. be nice to me. It's Christmas Eve.
I am being nice to you. You smiled. You smiled. If I wasn't being nice, you wouldn't have
I
smiled.
don't- John, I don't think they do the spider shows in Ireland.
No, they haven't got a Northern Irish one, unfortunately.
No.
Hey James, how you doing, mate?
I'm so sweaty.
To be fair though, like you think how much the prices would go up because they'd have to pay for ferries.
Imagine an Irish person trying to say the
though.
scientific names.
Isn't CTFN got a place over there?
That would be hilarious.
That's where they're from, isn't it?
Creatures from the north. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine
James.
Hammer Vasila Samika.
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah.
Hi, Chaz.
Hi.
No, Charles.
Right. I hope everybody in chat has gone and give Susan a follow on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
I'm a bit, overwhelmed with own life, but yeah.
Why? What's going on, Chaz?
I've just got a lot going on, just a lot of thoughts and whatnot.
Okay, well, it's Christmas, so think about happy things.
I'll message you after streaming.
Okay, but try and be happy, okay?
Yeah.
Easier said than done, I know.
Chaz, I've got a malt. See,
It's got
smile. See, it's working already.
You're trying to bite me.
I mean, the only
I
reason
got Kirsty in the car today when I went to pick her up and was coming along. We got to a traffic light and there's a traffic warden there. I opened the window. I said, "Smile, it's Christmas." And he looked around and went, "Merry Christmas."
And at that point, Mark mounted the curb and ran him over.
He said Merry Christmas and put a ticket on his window.
Yeah.
Hey, I just realised it's my first Christmas having tarantulas in the house.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
That means you need 8 little tiny stockings for them.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious.
No, we need to have 8 at a time.
Have yourself a tarantula Merry Christmas.
What are you doing?
I mean,
Well, I've got Susan on TikTok and YouTube. Did anybody put her Instagram in?
Don't think so. Osman was letting the side down. He only did the TikTok side and the YouTube.
shall I see how I can
If
make
nobody does it in a minute, I'll do it. I just need to finish off this a minute.
Osman needs to step his game up. He's slacking.
He is, isn't he?
Can't get the staff these days, Mark.
You can't. Can I have my
No, the
seat?
staff from England are all moving to Wales.
I don't know. These people from Europe come over to BTS and take our spiders.
How dare them? And I was going to swear,
What I do.
but I stopped myself.
What is that total responsibility?
I mean, it is.
Our Osman don't know her Instagram.
Well, I would have thought Osman would have done some research. You know, he likes doing his research. It's like,
Mm.
Leah,
we've now got a little competition going. Now we've got to find it first. Let's have a look.
Leah, I'm so sensible.
Erin, I'll send you the link in a minute, mate.
Look on the TV, and I can watch it.
I can't reach a controller.
Oh, give me a sec.
That should get some views, Susan.
Mess this up.
That was funny, that was, the way she shot that poop.
Huh?
Susan's Ivy, she got it caught on video shooting poop.
Oh, okay. I was just sat there like, what shit is Mark watching now? Just wouldn't surprise me, to be fair.
Osman, you're funny.
Did you put the telly on?
No, it's
I got this last year for Christmas. This is my last year's one.
Oh,
Because last year for Christmas I got a bunch of filming gear and stuff.
nice,
So I got-
Charles.
So I got the proper like setup.
I need a new one of these. Got this a couple of years ago, and the legs are absolutely shocking on them. They're awful. Don't buy
My camera's broke.
Don't buy a jobby. Do not buy a jobby. These things are awful. The legs just give way. You put a camera on it, it's like, ugh.
I know, I've got 2 of them.
They're
Don't use
all
them
right. They're
anymore.
all right for about 3 or 4 months, and then they just die. The only thing they're good for now is like if you're holding it for vlogging like that with a camera on it. But apart from that, they're shocking. And obviously, I don't know. You can make other uses. I'm not saying what, but
See, I'm more brighter.
You all right, Chaz?
Chaz's brain went to rude places.
My brain goes to rude places every day.
is that a sunbed on the shelf behind you, Chaz? It's nice and bright, isn't it? That is a bright light. What's in it?
What?
In the enclosure?
What's in the tank behind you, Numpty?
What one?
The one with the bright light above.
Oh,
The
that
one
one.
below isn't very bright, is it? That one.
That-
Yeah, the one there.
yeah.
The one that's got the glow of the sun.
That's-
Cute,
That's
though.
Spike.
If I wouldn't be taking that, I'd do that anyway. No.
The bearded dragon.
Oh,
Right,
did you hear last night? I said, right, so Connor, right, our beardie has got this habit of laying on its probe so that when the heat, like basking spot, gets really, really hot. So Connor opened up his bit a tiny little bit, probably half an inch, just to let it cool down a little bit on that end. And he's gone downstairs, he's come back up, and the beardie is chilling at the top of the stairs. It had literally got both its front legs, pushed the Viv glass open, and then jumped from its Viv probably about that far across to the golf bag that's in Connor's room, grabbed onto the towel, slid down the towel to the floor, and then out of his room and across the landing. Like, you could see the little way it had gone because it had left sand at certain points.
Love
Proper
it.
little ninja move though, because it's in one of those Viv exotics on with the cabinets underneath it, so it's about 3 foot off the ground.
Bloody hell.
Launched itself out of the Viv.
Well, to be fair, they are semi-arboreal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fully arboreal.
their jumping ability is amazing when you see them.
And funny enough, Spike was my first reptile.
They're cool.
Oh,
Best animals. I love them.
they are
Uh,
awesome.
He
I'll
got
correct
me-
myself. Hold on before Lewis corrects me. Best pet reptile.
Look,
No,
any
they're
pet,
not.
if you can like get hold of it.
Oh yeah.
No, they're not.
Okay, Ellie has a penis as a pet now.
Black and white bearded dragon. They're my favourite ones.
I was having a look. There was one I thought I fell in love with, Terry, the other day. The zero
What was that?
beardie.
And fighting.
No, something fell over that side of the room.
No, it's just them. When they're fighting by the door, I can't remember.
Yeah, it was a zero beardie, Terry, like almost like a grey white thing.
Apparently, they have issues.
Yeah, it's so lovely though looking. I'll
Oh,
tell you
yeah.
what, good eaters though.
Well, I might be getting a golden Tegu.
Don't you have enough Tagos?
I'm going to have to sort out coming over and saying hi at some point.
There's a rescue one going, and the girl was talking to me, and she said because I knew what I was talking about, she'd do it me for the rehoming fee, which is like 35 quid.
Yeah,
So-
we've got a friend here asking us if we'll take on another one. They want to give us the 4x2x2 with the cabinet and all that. But I'm just trying to find a place where we'd put it downstairs, to be honest. The whole setup and everything, they just want it to have a home.
Oh,
So, like, Dobby.
Yeah, Dobby. That's why we got Dobby.
I remember one time one of the reptile shops I go to, they had two snails, African land snail albinos.
That's proper
They
meant
got too busy that they couldn't look after them, but
Mm.
they where I was in their shop all the time, and obviously they knew me and how good I was, and they gave me the snails and everything to go
Oh,
with them.
nice. Nice.
Oh, Lily!
Ellie's had a
Sorry, put
haircut.
Lily on the floor. She's so confused.
Hey, Leah, look. Ellie's had a haircut.
She's gone in the shower.
It feels wrong you sitting on that side of the screen.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, her chair's comfier than mine.
Come in. Why are you knocking?
Why have you got your new pajamas on?
I'm gonna go to bed. Hello.
You could just wore the trousers to bed, yeah?
I don't know.
I gave him new pajamas for Christmas, and he's just gone and changed into his old pajamas to go to bed.
Well, it's not Christmas Day yet.
They're for tonight.
Alright, let's go. Right, no.
Yeah, because I don't
already-
see pajamas.
I'm already wearing my
Well,
Christmas.
you know when I got that call there
Yeah.
Pick up
not long ago, it was Jordan video calling me to show me that he's got his Alf pajamas on. They've all got a matching. Him, Kelsey,
Oh.
and his baby.
I have elf pajamas on.
He said, "It's not my idea, Kelsey's."
I was
And I
half
wonder-
expecting
know
to
the
see Ellie
feeling,
and
man.
Lewis in matching jammies.
Leah,
I wasn't going to tell him he looked a numpty.
Mark, I have Christmas pajamas.
Have you?
I have elf ones.
I chose.
You've got Alf ones as well.
Got arrested for.
I've got them on. I've got them on now.
Have you?
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, I see him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just, yeah, I'm going to have a shower in a bit and change into mine.
I have
Oh
grown
my
the
God,
pajamas.
Santa!
I don't own them either.
Oh my God,
Harry.
Santa! I know him.
I didn't until today.
Yeah, I ain't seen DJ for a while.
No, it's been a bit quiet as of late.
He wrote something in the chat earlier.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
I don't know what, because I didn't have time to decipher it.
Was it like one of Phil's messages?
Yeah, because he's from Belgium, isn't he? Or Pakistan, as Ellie
It's
says.
from Pakistan, just right next door to Germany.
Yeah. There.
Erin, I don't mind you coming up, but don't just say, give me the links. There is such a word as please.
I agree, Mark.
Manners don't cost a thing.
They certainly don't.
That's us at judo.
Judo chop.
We do a little Christmas party for the kids at the end of the years, but it's like
Oh,
me dressed up as, well, me and my Santa t-shirt.
Hey,
Yeah.
Gary, Merry Christmas, mate.
My
hey, Gary. Merry Christmas.
You're all right, Gary.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. What are you clapping for?
you
Why?
singing.
I'm not even singing. I'm just like saying the words of a song.
Chaz is excited for tomorrow. Do you know any of your presents yet, Chaz?
What was on your list?
Erin, one thing to remember, Manners don't cost nothing.
Hello.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What was on your list?
Leah.
Hello.
Aaron, can you mute the telly because we can hear us?
Leah,
Yeah, hello.
I've asked for more of this.
More Lego.
So yeah, how's everybody
You've
been
seen
doing?
all my stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, all good.
Oh, sorry, Telly echoing. Sorry, yeah. Well, let me just turn this off quick. Yeah, right. See, yeah. Can you hear me now?
I'm dying.
Can you hear me better?
I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Before...
Christmas and I'm doing Halloween pieces.
Well, then.
Tonight is going to be the Chaz torturing night. We're going to torture Chaz tonight.
Why are we
I'm
torturing
going to wind
Chaz?
him up.
Oh God, don't.
Might do.
Don't wind him up.
Thinking about it.
Yeah, let's not get wound up tonight because let's chill. It's Christmas Eve. Tomorrow is a big day for us parents. We've got
Leah,
to deal
look at
with
that.
crazy children.
Leah, look at this.
Oh, Mark.
I like that.
Do you want to float?
No.
Hello,
No,
Georgie.
I don't.
Is that all right?
Oh yeah.
Hello,
So,
Georgie.
I've had my Christmas present already.
Susan just sent me that.
Is it all right, Carrot?
Leah,
We're not strangers, Georgie. My name's Pennywise.
I've also asked for tickets to go see Samantha Parks on tour because she's going on tour.
Lewis,
today.
that is like really scary.
Who doesn't like clowns?
Leah. Oh, and
I
Annie.
hate clowns.
That was a mask in one of the shops.
Look at that, Leah.
down there.
No,
Look at that.
no.
I
I
don't
will
like
have
clowns.
Exactly.
I
Susan,
don't like them too.
No, they're for the gecko and they're for the frog.
Yeah, I had my the only I
Listen,
didn't
but guys, listen. Like I said, I hate clowns. I've got kind of a fear of them. To be honest, I do not like them. They've always had that
yeah,
bad
it's my
reputation.
husband.
To be fair, I never
In fact, I
used to,
think I will.
I never used to be scared of them, but obviously then the whole killer clown thing came around and I got very scared of them then.
You have no idea what that did to me. That killer clown thing was a nightmare because I was already having trouble with my neighbour threatening to kill me and stuff. And then my anxiety was really bad at that point, and I ended up just not leaving the house for 6 months because of all that. It was that and my neighbour being an absolute knob. I literally didn't leave the house for 6 months. I was so frightened.
Wouldn't you have been about 6 when the killer clown thing was a thing?
Can't remember. I think I was older than that.
Yeah,
It
I
was
think
like 10 years ago at
some of
least.
you would have been kids. You would have been like kids when that came out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been living on this earth. I wouldn't have been alive. Or Chaz, we wouldn't have been alive.
The killer clown thing, I'm sure that was like early 2000s.
No, it was later than that.
What's that?
Because I
No,
was over
it's really old.
There's a new one come out.
I
Hasn't
think
there?
there's a lot of people like that, Joanne. They've got a fear of them.
To be fair,
There's
I
a
only
new
got-
there's a new film come out which is
I'm
absolutely
sure it was
crazy.
like 2010, something like that. I'm sure it was.
It wasn't too. I was working on taxis when it was around because that's when I really started to struggle to go to work. So Terry started going for me.
How long ago was that? I must have only been about 16, 17.
Maybe it was again then because it was it since Lex was in school.
Because I was still young, and me and my mates decided we'd have a good fun of it and go have a walk around and try to find some clowns to beat up.
You want to
Maybe it happened a couple of times then because it happened a couple of years ago.
that
Yeah,
new
that's what I
one,
mean.
The new film
Maybe.
is called Terrifier.
I think that's when.
Yeah,
it was,
I've
a couple
seen
years
that,
ago.
Matt.
What the new one,
Because I remember
Terrifier
that's
2.
when-
No, I've seen the
that's when I
trailer
felt my
for
fear
it,
of them.
Yeah.
but I haven't actually seen the film yet.
Everyone else is talking, love.
Yeah.
It was 2016.
got good reviews though.
Right.
Yeah, what's up with you?
Well,
Leah,
Yeah, 2016.
I'll see you for a minute.
Yeah, I didn't
No,
ask for
I
anything
see,
for Christmas,
yeah.
but I did get the best present ever. Connor getting an unconditional acceptance on one of his applications for
No, just
university.
before that as well.
I feel like I would have been 12. Yeah, I would have been 12.
That means he's definitely going to uni. Haven't got to worry about anything, which is awesome.
Leah,
Yeah.
you know that clown picture Susan just sent me?
Mm.
I've just sent it to Anna.
Yeah, Russ.
That's mean.
Annie is going to murder you.
Have you seen how tight these are? These are pajama bottoms. They look like tights.
Mine?
Stand up. Turn round.
No.
Lewis, do it for me.
Okay.
Mine have that.
You know the one scene. The one scene in that movie that freaked me out is when it's creepy, because the clown was looking at the little girl. He was telling her to come over to him. That bit was just creepy as hell. That creeped me the freak
Yeah, let's
out.
stop talking about clowns now.
Yeah, let's get off the old clown subject.
It's freaky. Honest to God, that was freaky. That was a scary
Yeah,
scene.
let's get back to clowning around.
So is everybody looking forward to Christmas dinner tomorrow?
Yes.
No,
It's only recently I've been getting into.
No, I've got like Ellie's mum, a brother, is his girlfriend, wife, whatever, girlfriend, their kid, Ellie's sister.
It's only been really like the last couple of years that I've been getting into Christmas dinner.
Oh wow, they're all coming round then. You've got all of the commanders coming, or however their names are.
Thomas.
Lewis, if you need an escape plan, just message me and I won't come and get you.
Not thanks.
I think Ellie killed him.
Hi, Derek.
Hi there.
Oh, no, it's not even Derek. I read that wrong. It was Russell.
Hi, Russell.
Yeah, same Russ.
I can't, I got to cook it.
I don't know why I read that as Derek.
Well, if it isn't Ellie.
Oh, you are.
She's not very well, so just be warned. Ellie will snap at you, and she's vicious.
And mine, Susan, I'll be having me dinner soon.
You know we're jumping off at 10 o'clock, right?
That's fine. No problem.
I am hyper tonight.
Feel cleaner again.
Did you enjoy your shower, Ella?
Yeah.
Did you miss Lewis because he wasn't in there?
A bit.
Oh.
Yeah. How's the cats, Ellie? How's your cats?
Still alive.
They all right? That's all right.
Ellie's reply then is something that my sister would say.
It's always Ellie's reply, even when you ask her if she's okay. I'm alive. It's always a good start.
It is. It's always a good start having breathing in your body.
Yeah.
It's because my sister has 2 cats, but they annoy her a lot. And obviously when I ask how they are, sometimes she does that they're alive. They're still.
Happy Christmas, Mark and Victoria.
Hi, Mark.
Victoria.
Let's have a look at the Gooty for a bit. Let's have a look at the Gooty. See how he's doing.
Oh.
Are you fixed the tank yet?
There it is.
Yeah, Susan, I think that'd be a good thing.
Aaron, did you manage to get some cork back for him?
I ain't had the time at the minute. I ain't had no time.
Okay, well
That's the thing.
that needs to be a
Erin,
priority after Christmas,
Yeah.
okay?
I'm gonna upgrade. I'm gonna upgrade eventually. I will. Don't worry. I am gonna upgrade. I will. I'm gonna put back in there anyway. I'll get one there anyway.
Erin,
Yeah.
it's one of your animals. You need to put them first and make the time.
Normal piece
No,
of
yeah,
garbage.
Yeah.
no. I do. It's just that, you know, at times there's just been things that have come up. Like my dad quite recently, he wanted me to go and visit him a lot of the time, so I've had to go to Danny's place a few times because he wanted me to go and visit him.
Order
And
some.
I can't mention about spiders to him because he'll say something like, you know, like he would say, he'd go to me, see them spiders, Erin? They're stupid animals. Get rid of them. Chuck them all away. You just give them to a zoo. Throw them away. I don't want you with the spiders. That's what my dad says because he's ignorant.
Are you, Jeremy? How are you, mate?
So yeah.
Hi, Mark and Victoria.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hello.
Ellie, what do you think?
It takes 2 seconds to put a
It
hi.
looks lovely, Leah.
Exactly, Matt.
Well done, Mia.
This is what I'm saying. And if you can't get out to get it, then order some and get it in.
Even a piece of cork made off of a log out of the wood is better than
Yeah,
nothing.
just
Even
make sure.
Even a flower pot cut in half.
Oh, that reminds me, I've got to go down the garden centre when they come back. I only get some of their broken pots. I want new height for everything.
Okay.
That's a really good idea. Just go
Well, I
to
think
the
this-
garden centre, ask for all the broken pots, and then
Broken
just
ceramic ones they give it to you.
height for everything.
Hey, Jeremy.
I'm not going to clean up the stairs.
Oh, guys, we might be in luck tonight. I've just realised something. I found a plant pot somewhere. I found one.
Right, go get one then.
Yeah, I'll get that one, and I'll put it in there, yeah? I'm going to put a little bit more dirt in this enclosure as well, because it does need a little bit more dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch me for a bit. Right,
Okay.
let me just get
We'll
it
mute
out.
your mic then, Aaron, so that we don't hear all the background noise, so we can still have a conversation. But we'll watch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm here. Alright. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, Chaz.
I'll send you a picture.
Okay, I'll have to look in a second because I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Oh, wow.
It's because I added more stuff to my roach enclosure. I'm very happy with it.
What do you mean still?
Oh, that's nice, Chaz. They'll be happy in there.
Nice, is it?
How many have you got in them at the minute, Chaz?
The same amount that you gave me.
Susan, you're definitely doing something right.
That's fine. Just see if you can give them a little bit more places to climb.
Yeah. I've gave
Because they
them
do like it, but like it's fine as it is. Just if you can give them more places to climb, they'll enjoy it.
One of the bits of wood has bits sticking out, and then also I've got the sticky things, and then the bridge. Funny enough, that bridge is one of the things I had left over from when I had my hermit crabs.
Oh, well, they'll enjoy it. They'll probably end up burying it, but yeah.
I mean, at the moment, it seems like. Do you know there's that in the picture? There's the bit of wood next to the plant pot.
I need to clean up.
Yeah.
They all seem to hide under there at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Either under there or under a bit of wood that I've covered in substrate.
Fair enough.
Well, I've left a bit sticking out, then the rest just left it as like a root kind of thing. But in the new year, I'm going to think about just like getting some more like cork bark and stuff, because obviously the money situation at the moment.
You're going to see us, aren't you? You're going to see us, aren't you?
I'll probably look there.
Yeah, well, I would just literally go straight in there, go straight to Spider Shop and raid their bag. Because you get a big bag for £6, like all the tubes. And
Yeah, Chaz, go straight in and grab it. And if you know anybody there who's trading, get them to grab it for you because they go really fast.
You'll be all right, mate. If you get there, if you get there for opening, you'll be all right.
So, I
Probably
don't
not.
think I.
No, we
See,
won't
I
be
don't-
going.
Look, I'm
think I
going.
don't-
I'm going, Chaz. If I get in there before you, mate, I'll just grab you a bag and then.
25 more minutes, baby.
You know, if you two are desperate to go and have some alone time, you
We
can
need
just-
to clean up the house, Leah, and put presents out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right, okay.
We're waiting for 12 o'clock for that one so we can enter Christmas Day.
You can enter on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Lewis who'll be doing the entering.
It'll be the best Christmas present ever. You see, if you do it right after 12 o'clock, it'll be the first thing you have.
I thought Christmas Day was about filling a sack.
Not emptying
Yeah,
it.
not emptying one, yeah.
No, because you take the presents out.
You fill it beforehand. You let it
Yeah.
accumulate, and then you download.
You fill the sack first, then you empty the sack.
Matt,
Okay.
I'm going to message you after. I'll message you.
Yeah. I mean, a plant pot probably won't do any good.
Is he talking about? Is for Chromatus, isn't it?
Harry,
Who
Spider
is-
Shop.
It's going to be better than nothing.
Yeah.
No, I think he's
Yeah,
doing
but-
that with his.
Something happened with the phone. Right. Yeah.
The
let me
Metallica
just
still
skip
needs something, that's for sure.
Yeah, the metallic and.
Oh, this is good.
The Metallica needs a lot.
You're still going to have to get some cork back, though, Aaron.
When,
Well, Aaron, what?
but when,
What?
I don't
Aaron,
even want to get involved.
yeah.
what are
But
you
when?
putting that? What are you putting that in?
Put what in? I'm just gonna put it in with the gooey.
The
No,
metallic.
Put it in with the gooey.
tomato.
That plant pot bit. Look, it's a plant pot.
Yeah, no, put that in with the chromatus.
There's too
In with
small
the
for
nano.
chromatus, so I think I'm too
Exactly,
small.
Osman. You should
That's
order
not
the
big enough
set,
for the other one.
order the stuff to get it the right setup you need.
For the
It's not
token.
good for the pokey. You need something long and tall for the pokey.
But that's the only thing I can find for the pokey. Because
Especially
the
after
other thing is
12
too small. It's way too small for it.
Look,
Hiya, Annie.
I gotta buy one. I gotta buy a new home place.
It was a Christmas
it up.
present, Annie.
I told you that she'd go mad.
I mean,
Wait, I'm missing out here.
how well you can see it. So cork back, there's a right up against it.
I only sent it you because it was the only way to get you in and chat.
Yeah, I see it.
With
And
a
you
nice deep bit of substrate. That's what your poker should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
So
Aaron,
how
remember,
about-
we're only saying this because we want your animals to have the best. That
Yeah,
can give
having
them,
a
okay?
plant pot in there will stop it getting anywhere near the soil. So that won't be any good. But the chromatus needs
Yeah.
somewhere so it can go and hide.
But like I said, this is too small for it. That's a quite bigger tarantula. I'm not sure if that's gonna fit. Want to go in that?
You'll probably be surprised.
Aaron, you need
I
to
bet
do
stop
your
waiting.
research.
I'll buy-
mate.
Aaron,
I'll
right?
buy one. It's fine. I'll buy a new hiding place for it. I'll buy one.
Get that. What's it?
Mhm.
I'll use this. Right.
Have
So
some for me as well, Susan, because I had me to you.
And- put it in the substrate and then push your hand into the substrate. Right. So then it will create a
Right.
burrow. So then it will then go down. It doesn't matter how big this is. It's just offering protection for the spider, so it feels safe. So we just put that onto the soil, and then push your hand into the soil.
Oh no, I might have another hiding place somewhere as well. I've got a yellow rocky sort of hiding place, but it's in the fish tank. The fish like hiding underneath it. That's the thing. So I'm not sure
Right,
if I could use that.
No, Aaron, that pot should be fine. Do what Lewis said.
Listen to what Lewis is saying to you.
Okay.
Yeah, because Lewis is really, really clever with all
I could
this.
put it in
Aaron.
with the chromatus.
He knows.
But I don't know if it's really going to go in. I just still don't know if it's going to use that.
It will.
This is
It
cool.
will, honestly, Aaron. It will go in on itself. Like they can curl up quite small. They like to be in a tight enclosure. They feel safer.
At the moment, it's sitting in the corner of the enclosure with all its legs covering its body because it's trying to hide under its own legs.
Right.
Aaron.
So, yeah.
Well, when people are giving you advice, listen to the advice because they're doing it to help you. So if people are giving
I'm listening. Yeah.
My curly hair has a flower pot and it uses it. If it's not in its burrow, it's using it.
And my Craig.
Because my curly hair used to have yeah.
Okay, I'll give it to him then. It's fine.
Two bags every show from Spider Shop. I've got a bucket load.
Yeah, I always buy them.
I think you buy about 2 or 3 every show.
Yeah, I got like 2-3 bags in there over there now empty.
You're not going to do it when we go to every show, though, will you? If we go to every show, you don't need 3 bags at every show.
Yes, I do.
Leah.
I can think of a million reasons for corkfuck.
Leah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I would want at C's as I miss my old one?
Let me guess. Jumping spider?
I mean that, but also another thing.
Do you know what I wanted? A table. We couldn't get one.
Yeah.
How about you go down to your local like you can go to like a B&Q or something, you get your own table.
Got one.
No, we've got a table, we just can't get one to show.
Last year, keeper cards had a table allocated to them in the middle hall, and they never showed up. And when I spoke to him at Taunton, he completely forgot that he had the table there. So the table was just completely empty all day in the middle of the hall.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought that.
I'll be well miffed if people come back and tell me that there was like empty tables there or something.
Oh well, I messaged him, give him shit. I'll do it for him.
I thought that, Matt. I saw him listed as a thing.
Yeah, he was meant to be. He was meant to be. You know where Andrew Smith was in the middle bit where they were serving coffee. You know the bit between the 2 halls where they did the raffle. That's the bit where he was supposed to.
Yeah. I thought it was a bit odd where it was like just rarely any tables in there.
Yeah.
I thought it was odd. But I also thought it was odd not seeing him there.
Yeah, Russ, indeed.
So also I saw him because Phil sent me the trader list. And I saw Keep Cards on there. I was like, oh, they're on there.
Craig, sorry, go on, Chaz. Finish what you're saying.
I got excited seeing them on there, but then on the day when I got in, I didn't see them there. I was like,
yeah, he said to me he just completely forgot. He forgot he had a table book there. He had to pay for it, but he didn't even realise. Yeah, Craig. I hope you don't watch. I hope you don't watch my videos for informative content. Just sexy hostness.
Just for the raw sex appeal, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The grey beard. I know it does things for Craig. He's always on about it.
Nobody watches my videos because I don't make any.
True.
You make loads of shorts.
Not on YouTube anyway, Leah. Hey.
I know. So I'm too busy.
Okay, guys. All right, guys, are you ready to look at it?
Yeah, let's have a look.
How does that look? Is that okay?
It's better.
There's a lot better. At least it will go underneath that.
That spider's plenty small enough to go inside.
Yeah, and have loads of room.
Yeah, so that's the best I could do it. Yeah, Lottie, that was literally the best I could do it.
It's all right. That's better than it was.
That's fine. Okay.
Right.
That's fine.
Who's
Are you
set up?
vexed? How you doing, mate?
Oh my god.
Hey, Max.
It's like
Yeah, Max.
I am very excited for C's.
How's your Emperor doing, Harry?
Charles, stop rubbing it in.
Sorry, that one.
I'm not going.
I can't go behind the table.
You can still go.
No,
Nah, too far.
unless it pays us money, I'm not going.
Oh, I see.
Well, I know what's going to happen in a break because I make them. But
Yeah. You would have been able. You would have come closer to me then. That sounds very off.
Are you coming to Bristol, Charles, this time?
Probably not.
I think even Thomas is coming down to Bristol again.
I'm not sure I'm going to be doing the capital one, which is annoying because that's in London, so that's like nice and local. But the trouble is, I'm up at London the night before watching Cannibal Corpse, so I think I'll probably be nursing a very sore head the whole next day.
Probably.
Leah, did you hear about Connor getting his unconditional?
Yeah, did you put it on Facebook or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations to him.
Oh, honestly, it's just taken
That's
so much stress
amazing.
out of everything. Yeah.
Yeah, oh bless him.
Well, the
And do you
thing
want to know
is,
something? Because he's got that, I bet you he does absolutely amazingly as well now.
that's the thing. Yeah, exactly. It'll make it takes all the pressure off, and then obviously you just like nail it, don't you? Like,
Yeah.
it's not his first choice. Lincoln was his second, but Bangor, he still wants to get into Bangor, so he's going to still work for it.
Yeah, but at least he knows he's got
A place,
something.
yeah. He's at least he knows he can go and do zoology now.
It's hard, isn't it? Because like they put a lot of pressure on these kids, and at the end of the day, they are still just kids. It is a lot of work, but I can understand. But it's the pressure and the build-up. Like it starts from a really young age as well. The pressure.
I think exams are a pain.
Under
Like,
pressure.
once you get through A levels and you get to uni, obviously you can tailor degrees to suit your strengths. And I think A levels are the hardest part of education because the exam side of things, they're a nightmare, and it is all 100% exam.
Slight brag. Last year, this year, but like last school year.
Wow.
It's both, but I probably a highlight of my year. Passing my English exam, my level 2 functional skills English exam, which is equivalent to it's my school's. It's the level 2 I do is equivalent to GCSE A level.
Nice. I was never great at exams. I did when I did my degree, I missed out on a first class honours on my maths just because I missed out by about 3% on the exams. But the coursework was well above the standard needed. It was just ridiculous. Connor's just coming. Yes, I did mention your name. Just saying to Leah about you getting.
Hey, Connor.
Congratulations.
Hi, Connor. Hi, dude.
Congratulations.
Hello, dude.
I'm very.
You missed a bit, Ellie.
Huh?
You want him there?
You missed a
Matt.
bit.
What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, Matt. There it is. The whitening.
Oh, nice.
He's doing all right. He's doing really good.
I did my A-level equivalent in Ireland, which is called the junior certificate. Leaving certificate, sorry. Junior certificate is the same as GCSEs, but it's all done like basically a year ahead.
Thanks, Susan.
So, I was graduated and finished school by 17. And I had A levels behind me.
Oh, shake that ass.
And then I decided, stupidly, to go into beauty therapy rather than actually do something with my life.
Lewis,
Someone
who's
needs
shaking
to
your ass? I've missed it. Ellie, move back into screenshot.
Nope.
Oh, I don't even know why I'm going now. I don't care. I've seen Ellie wiggle her ass enough times.
And I have. But it's always nice to see it again.
I just thought you.
Susan,
I just thought
there'll be
you.
a few near you.
I've
There'll be a
just-
few
I've seen it plenty of times.
Brighton, the one in London, which will be Ruislip or somewhere around there.
You bought me them.
You've then
It
got
never gets old.
Kempton Park Racecourse as well. So
I
there'll be a
would
few
do-
near you.
They were like
I've never been to
They're five.
that
And
one.
they're all rainbow coloured.
Kempton Park.
There's a lot of foot.
It's an entomology show. So it's
I have
a
got
lot
a
of
couple in the art room somewhere.
Hedgehog cat.
Also, I've been to Seas, and that's where I met Phil and Scott for the first time.
Scott's wanker.
No,
Sorry,
you
no,
had-
no, no,
fake
no, no.
weird one.
I don't like these.
Oh God, here we go again.
But I do
He asked
like
Ellie if
Taunton.
Oh, poor humbug, bloody.
He asked Ellie if I'm coming on the stream tomorrow. So Tom,
These is crap, Matt.
I said no. Because
It's a
you're a
crappy
wanker.
show going. They should cancel it.
Do you know what? I'm with Mark on this one. They are the crappiest show going.
What's
they won't
that?
give me a table.
Both of you.
Oh,
Both of you,
Seas.
some of these.
Yeah.
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 I only like Seas.
Is there anyone I've not been to though?
What was that, Lewis?
It's the only one I've not been to though.
Lewis,
Oh,
you don't want it ain't worth it, mate. They can't even have it in one room. They have to split it in three.
Technically, BTS is in 2 halls.
but
Yeah.
it's still all in
Brighton's
one
two.
bit.
Technically, Bristol's in 2 halls.
Yeah, but
Yes, but Bristol is fun because they'll give me a table. Seas won't.
So I'm just pulling apart Mark's arguments here at the moment, Terry. We'll come back to you in a second.
So when I go, I'm going to shit in the toilet system. So there you go. I've had enough of your shit system of mine.
I mean, I only like Seas. Because
All I'm going to say is that it's a good job we like Matt, because I don't think he'd be here much longer, because he keeps being mean to everyone.
I'm not mean. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're mean, Matt. You've been bullying me a lot.
You're a mean.
Bullying me.
I thought
Erin,
Yeah.
I'll bloody be bullying you if you can't get some Cork Park.
No.
yeah,
It didn't look very tasty.
but you know, I think it seems alright to me. I think that bit of it looks alright to me.
I'll tell you what it is about
It's an arboreal.
seas.
You need Cork Park for it.
The thing about seas
Yeah, no.
that makes it okay is the fact that it's the first show of the year and everyone is itching to get something new. Obviously,
Just
now
thinking
with
something.
Brexit, no European people are going there, so that's done them in a fair amount, I think. But yeah, it's just a new stock, isn't it? Start of the year. But I'm just looking. I mean, my first show that I'm actually really looking forward to is Taunton. I really like that place. It's a
I like
real.
Taunton.
I like
Bristol,
It's not very busy.
Bristol
down
will
there.
always be my favourite.
Taunton's not very busy, and it's like, but everybody's there, so it's pretty cool.
I think this year Taunton's going to get busier.
Yeah, I
Am
think it will.
I think it's going to be a bit crazy this year because obviously it's the first inverter show now of the year, which it wasn't
Yeah.
before. Plus it's near Bristol, where, let's face it, Bristol's like one of the biggest shows of the year.
That's all right.
So I think it's probably going to be a bit crazy, if I'm honest.
I'm glad because obviously how my
The dog one.
even at like Brighton, I was getting quite like, I'm not sure if anyone noticed, but I was getting a little bit just like overwhelmed with all like just nerves.
Yeah, I did as well, Chaz. Don't worry.
You were fine at Brighton, Chaz.
I feel like it was more.
I wasn't really feeling overwhelmed. It didn't make me feel overwhelmed. I was just chatting away. I was.
People are different now.
I feel like
You were, Chaz, I know you were bubbled about Brighton quite a bit, but you were fine, mate. You were fine.
You did really well, Chaz.
I don't think I was that bad because obviously I was with you lot. And
Yeah, we
obviously,
did
Chaz,
we did try
You
and
couldn't have
hide.
been that frightened. So you couldn't have been that frightened. You literally walked straight up to me and punched me in the ribs.
That's
hilarious.
That's a lie. You literally, I was stood there talking to you, with at your stand, and he just come up next to me.
Aaron.
I to everybody. I didn't see him, and he just went, "You're right, mate."
No, I didn't.
You did.
Did
Yeah. Not hard.
And yeah, guys. Yeah. So yeah, what is the bite ratio on a pokey? How dangerous how bad can it be?
I did that to Thomas constantly.
It is going to make you very
right.
bloody poorly, Aaron. Don't let it bite you, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, what would it feel like? How would the poison work?
Hell.
You're
How
going
would
to
it make
feel
you
like you want to die. It's not
venom.
nice.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So
So
You're going to
best
feel
of luck
poorly,
to
you're going to have
have
bad stomach, you're going to be dizzy, you're
Yeah.
going to have headaches, you're going to have
Yeah.
sweats. You do not want any of it.
But what I will say, Aaron, is where pokies come from, they live within the cork back on the tree, within the back on a tree. So they'll find a gap where the back's coming away, and they will wedge themselves right into that gap.
Yes.
Yeah, they're doing a show.
So that's why I like cork bark a lot, because it's the best place to hide in.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they like
right,
it tight,
yeah.
so they can get somewhere nice and tight, so they feel really, really secure.
Yeah.
And the
Good
less
evening.
secure they
That is
feel,
it.
the more
That is why
more
I'm winning
likely
with
they are to
mine.
bite. Hey, Max.
Hey, man.
Hey guys.
How you
Hey,
doing?
dude.
You
How you
alright?
doing? It's been all right.
Yeah, I'm about a bit groggy. Just had a nap after a quick run. I didn't get
Aaron.
much sleep last night, so
I don't know about the REM, but I know what a nap's like.
yeah.
Erin,
Just because it's Christmas, that doesn't mean I'm going to
keep
keep stopping habits.
as Lewis will say, probably, and what you'd probably be able to do yourself a favour, Erin, right? Rather than sit there wasting your time watching Jake Paul be an absolute bellend on YouTube, watch the pokey housing videos.
Yeah.
Now, come on. No, you can't talk about Jake Paul like that. No, Jake Paul is my idol.
Nothing to offer
I
you
look
in your
up to
life.
him.
Honestly, Jake Paul has got nothing to offer you in life at all. Honestly, he has nothing to offer you in life. He will give you no benefit to your future existence.
I would deny
Watching
that,
the
but when it
videos,
comes to tarantulas,
watching the
I'm sorry, Aaron, but I've got to agree with Matt on this one.
if you watch the videos on husbandry on the tarantulas, you will learn an awful lot and be able to benefit from that information. Jake Paul is just an utter knobber who will give you nothing in life at all.
My best advice is go on to Dave's profile.
I think he will. I think he'd give me like good like advice. He'd give me good advice in life. He would.
Right. Anyway,
I think he would.
Go on to Dave.
You're giving me good advice, but you're not listening.
No, I'm winding you up. Listen, yeah, I'm winding you up, man. I'm only
Okay, good, because I was like, oh my God,
no,
Aaron.
I'm not. Yeah, Jake Paul's not someone to look up to. No, I know what Jake Paul is. I know what he is. He is the B word. Yeah, he is.
Well done.
He's a proper one. Yeah.
Me and Ellie are going to shoot off anyway.
Bye.
Right.
No, you too. Happy Christmas.
See you later, Ellie.
Bye.
Bye, Lou.
Bye.
See you later, mate. It was just us.
And it was just us.
That is good advice, Osman. Do your research before you get your spider.
Yes.
I wish
Always.
I
Learn
could follow that.
Learn what they need for setting up.
It's not hard once.
Yes, I mean, okay, guys. I do admit,
Yeah,
I
once
do
you've got
rush into
basics
things.
down, you're fine.
It's not.
I
always
rush into
bad.
things a little bit quick. I am sorry about that.
It's not
I just
always
rush
a
into
bad
things
thing,
too quick.
as long as you're willing to like very quickly adapt as well and take people's advice. You can just rush into things. Sometimes it is good to bite the bullet on some things. I find personally that I do too much research and then never actually do anything about it. That's pretty much my problem. So I've started just doing things.
I think
So-
if you're going
But what it is, though,
spiders,
is something in
I
my
think
body
if you
just
put-
tells
Harry, hold on a
me
minute.
that I have to get it. I've got to buy it straight away. No research, buy it.
Aaron,
That's
hold
what
on.
I'm
Matt,
wrong, Erin.
Really bad attitude, that.
That is totally wrong. You need to do your research, learn about the habitats, how to keep them, before just going into it and getting some and not giving them the right environment.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
You don't have to apologise to us. You just got to listen when we're trying to help you. Because we genuinely do care and we are trying to help you. You know, you're one of us lot and we're trying to help you out.
No.
Also,
Listen,
it raises the standards for the hobby in general. That's what we're all trying to do, really, because you know, it's getting better, but it has had dark times and a lot of toxic community around it.
I'm not getting you guys to feel sorry for me. You don't have to feel. I'm not. Trust me. I'm not getting you guys to feel sorry for me. You don't have to. It's fine. It's fine. You don't have to. I just got to think about Russia.
You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that, dude. We're not like pitying you or feeling sorry for you as well. We're just trying to give you some good, honest advice as a friend.
Fine. No, it's fine. Yeah.
Thing to do, Joe.
Yeah.
And also, as OC says as well, it's an animal life as well. You got to remember that they don't actually give you the privilege to keep them. You have the privilege in this world that we exist. So you got to treat the life with at least some sort of respect.
Exactly.
That's how you got to look like. We've got this awesome privilege in the universe we exist where we can keep tarantulas captive, and that can go away very, very quickly. It'd be hard to regulate, but it could go away and the government can make things very, very difficult for us. So the more and more people who do their research and don't do stupid shit, the better it is for the hobby in general. And that's why I think people become really, really, really passionate. And obviously online, it's very hard to get that across, and most people see it as bullying, but it's actually just people who see the same mistakes over and over again and have to keep constantly repeating themselves on these Facebook groups and forums, and it gets really frustrating. Especially when you get people who don't actually listen back.
Hi, Victoria.
You know they won't take the advice. And it's
Merry Christmas, guys.
Hello, guys.
So it's honest to God, it's good advice coming from friends. And just take it on board.
Yeah, I understand.
Do more research.
So another thing, Garen, if people come into this live and they see how you're keeping your spiders, they could start getting on your case and bullying you. So it's better to have advice off your friends and try and put you right to do things right than people jumping on and starting to say you're not keeping it right and bullying you. You know what I mean?
Also, this feels like a friendly chat.
Oh yeah. There will be a few. Yeah, a few of them in the chat will make a bit of they want to be like little keyboard warriors because they ain't got nothing else better to do in their life. Little keyboard warriors.
There is people like that, Aaron, but there's also people out there that they just don't tell you the things that you need to know in a nice way. Like we're trying to tell you, obviously, in a kind way that something needs to be done, and so I'd rather that you understand that from us than somebody being horrible to you about it, like Mark said.
Osman, I totally agree with that. Really good.
So like I say, I just got to get some cook back.
Osman.
I will go and buy a couple of bits of cook back. I'm gonna
chat and stuff.
Fun fact.
Osman, okay.
It's always best, Erin, to have some spare. And have too much, then not enough.
Have a tub of dirt, a tub of wood, a tub of bowls, a tub of leaves.
Yeah, honestly, I've wasted so much money buying expensive enclosures, buying things when I need them for postage and I regret it now. That's one of the worst things I've done in the hobby is spending so much money on things as I need it and then being like, oh crap, I've got slingers coming in this week and I've got no deli pots. So I have to do another order from a completely different website. And it's horrible. I'm definitely going to be bulk ordering equipment after New Year.
Mark, did you see the video I put up of the ghost eating yesterday?
Yes. Yeah.
Fun fact.
It's getting big, buddy.
Fun fact. This time last year, I almost quit the hobby because of toxic people.
Yeah, well, this is it, Chaz. There is a lot of toxic people. There's also a lot of really kind people who just aren't very good at putting it across in a message.
Yeah. But then, obviously, I met you lot. And that
made us want to quit. I'm joking, Kaz. I'm joking. Yeah, give me the side eye.
Nate still hates the spiders, but he did see Victoria's mantises. So when he saw the giant Asian eating, he thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to get
Victoria
back into mantises again. I started with them.
Annie, do you want to jump on for a bit?
Victoria.
That ghost mantis that I just showed you was a gift from Mark
Hi.
and Victoria.
Yeah, no, I was breeding them before tarantulas because I wasn't
Hi,
allowed
Victoria.
any tarantulas, and I had true spiders and phasmids when I was younger,
Right.
and I had some fish. And then I took a big break in the hobby because of music and personal things. And then I
That's better.
got that rehome gecko, and started going to zoos again, and then that's what kickstarted the tarantulas. And I once said to him, I said, "Dad, can I have a tarantula?" And he like finally caved when I was like 22. I was like, all I had to do was ask. It really annoyed me because for many years I wanted some, but
Osmond, we've chatted about his sunbed at the back. That's for his beardy.
With the enclosure.
Oh, it does. Awesome.
Actually, he's there.
Message.
Chaz supplies the entire south of England with UVB light from that enclosure.
Ready?
I'm trying to write.
All right. We'll put this young lady to bed.
Oh, night, Victoria.
Night, Victoria. Merry Christmas.
Lovely day tomorrow.
Hello, Victoria.
All right.
Hello,
Take
Victoria.
care, guys.
Leah,
Cheers. Bye.
up here I
Bye.
also have the addiction that
He's always got the
Victoria
most
started
amazing
off.
smile.
Sea monkeys.
I've already got one lot up there at the moment because I moved the others into like the storage thing above.
Her smile is actually infectious, isn't it? It really is. Bless her.
So guys, with the bath communal, because that's what I want to do next. What size log do I have to put in there for them to all hide under?
Aaron, what I will suggest is leave it for a little while until you've got the other ones set up perfect. Once you've got them right, then talk about the Balfouri, and then we'll help you with it, okay?
Yeah,
just so that we can help you. We can't help you if you don't have it.
Well, they're more an advanced species anyway, aren't they?
I've done certain researches, but sometimes certain researches I haven't done.
Sometimes you have to
certain
be
spiders.
a little bit naughty.
Like I said, I do know how to look after a tarantula. I do know how to look after a tarantula.
Oh
I know.
yeah, we're not saying you don't. You just need to make sure that you've got the care spot on.
But even if your knowledge is really, really great, if you're not actually keeping your animals where your knowledge is, then the knowledge is pointless. Again, studying so much you never do anything. Like there's knowledge and there's action. You need both.
The question is, do I get my mantis?
And you'll see happier spiders that way as well. You'll see a better behavior in your tarantulas. That's one thing. It's really cool when they actually start doing things. I know they can disappear for months on end, and people don't like that. But it's always interesting how each individual tarantula has their ways to set up things and what they do, and how quick they settle them.
My one of my giant rainforest mantis started doing the dancing yesterday, and I went to go and film it to put the Wednesday song over it that I wanted to do. But then as I got my phone out to film it stopped. So I was like, well, that's pointless.
Yeah, true, Matt, as well. I think slings are the easiest because you can keep them in small enclosures. I used to keep them in large all the time.
The best doesn't always necessarily mean in providing it like the most lavish enclosure with the lavish setup with the lavish tool. It means that it's got the things it needs and it's got access to it.
As I said, I wasted so much money because I bought like adult enclosures for like slings and juvies to begin with. And now I've started going the other way. But I think it was Dave's video on the whole idea of keeping slings in smaller enclosures, and they actually grow a lot quicker and a lot safer.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah, you're not right with that one. Yeah.
A lot of that as well has to do with the fact that they find it easier to find food. They're not running around so much, so they are able to put weight on a bit more.
Obviously, as well, with certain species, if you put them in tiny enclosures, there's a bigger chance of them bolting out as well, because like large enclosures give you that space to work. So there's kind of a trade-off on both. Depends how confident you are as a keeper, personally. But I have started doing experiments. I have kept tarantulas in the same sort of slings because I buy slings in batches now, and I've kept them in different styles. Like my Harpactira, I've started keeping them in terrestrial, fossorial, and arboreal setups and just seeing how they web things, and it's kind of been really interesting. And they'll make use of everything. And the Georingi slings, I put some in like really small vials, and then I've put some in bigger deli cups. And the one in small vials within like the last 6 months that I've had them, they've done an extra 2 molts, and they've got up to the same size as my previous ones. It's crazy.
Did Susan say hello and she's still hanging around?
Preserving Energy is another one as well.
I think she's still here, but she's eating or something.
Yeah, Dave is a breeder.
I'm back now.
Yeah, Dave's a breeder, but I want to be a breeder as well. That's what I'm starting to get into. That's my goals.
I want to.
I think what Russ is saying with when he makes that point. I think what he's saying is, if you're watching Dave's videos about care and setup, choose the videos you watch, because some of his videos the setups are literally meant for breeding, not for like environmental enrichment for the spider.
Totally. Yeah, no, I understand the difference between the two. Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it wasn't aimed at you. That was just aimed in general, because I think just to make sure people know. Susan, you're back. Right, I've got something to show you, because it's back out again. It's back
but
out.
he is the sort of keeper.
How you doing, mate?
Like I want
Merry
to be.
Christmas.
Matt, I thought you'd like to
That
know
makes
my
sense.
after our little chat. My
You want to go on big screen, Matt?
No, you're good. It's fine. I'm just trying to move this.
My curly hair rate twice since we had our chat about my curly. It's
since we changed the setup a little bit.
Yeah.
Nice, good.
I thought you'd like to know, because obviously you knew I was having a little bit of struggle with eating and stuff. But it burrowed.
Oh, nice.
It done a burrow, and immediately after when I
that's not tarantula. Suntory, yeah.
I gave it a
Oh, you live the real world.
I gave it some food, and
How are you?
They went. For the first few minutes, it didn't want to eat, but then I went to go and get. I was like, "Oh, I'm going to take it out," and then immediately when I tried to get it out, it was like, "Oh, food!" And then just grabbed it. I was like, "You are not taking that out of here. I'm eating that." It was really funny just to.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm the same, mate. I'm keeping as a hobby as minimal, but I've jumped the gun on starting to breed because I've always wanted to. But if it goes well and I can hack it, I would like to breed more. But at the same time, all I've got is this bedroom at the minute, so I don't really have the space to do large scale breeding. But that might change in the future. Who knows? Depends how far I push it.
To be fair,
but I definitely want to try.
In the future, obviously, I need to do like more I need to do more research and obviously prepare for it. But in the future, I would want to maybe go into breeding my mantis, because mantis.
If you want help, I used to breed them.
Thanks.
Anytime, yeah.
It's because obviously I feel like at the moment I just need the time and all that lot at the moment, because obviously I'm a student at a full-time student still, and obviously and obviously I need to work on the spacing and setups for all the babies.
I just grabbed my mantises, but I don't know. So I had to leave. Right, basically the one male was like, I got them both fully matured, so I don't know how old he was. But he was really starting to slow down. So I put him in with her, and they were just not doing anything. So I went, do you know what? At the end of the day, either they're going to or they're not going to, because he's not with it.
It was the Union flower mantis, the Creobetra Union.
Yeah,
Creobetra Union. Okay, so Creobetra. Yeah, they can be quite delicate and fussy eaters, and
You say that.
So I'm trying to breed them. I've, like I said, I put her in with him, and she's now eaten him. So whether or not they mated, I don't know, because I didn't see.
Are you Catherine?
Right. Well, they should still lay the sacks, so you probably won't know until you actually get.
Merry Christmas, Catherine. Hope you have a good New Year.
I mean,
I'm going to hope for the best.
I got very happy because I ordered a female, an adult female Peruvian leaf mantis, and obviously, off by chance, the person tried feed. Obviously, it must have been a failed breed. Because couple of weeks after I got it, it laid an oof, but it was unfertile. But I was happy about it laying an oof because that's like my first oof that I've seen in my care.
No, totally. I can imagine that, but yeah, no. Most species will lay phantom oofs, so.
But I was just there to one of my friends, like, is this going to be fertile or not? And she was like, oh no. Well, probably. I was like, oh. But I still kept it in like a day.
Much love to you, Catherine.
The female laid it on like a plastic like leaf. But so I just clearly just broke the leaf off, put string through like the hole that I pulled it from, and then just shut
What are
it
we
in
looking
the
at
lid, I just kept
That's
it
the
there for
argument.
a
Well, it's just made a massive
and I was like, I
website.
will, but obviously, if it doesn't obviously hatch by the time it should, I'm not going to be mad because I was warned. But I still had that like, I will do this. I will determine it is.
Yeah, I mean it's great. It's great that you still give the care like it was going to hatch, though. That's really important as well because
Leah, it's only because I've got the camera on handheld at the moment. I'm going around just the enclosures.
But
my little Balfouri. Hopefully it won't run.
But I'm probably gonna wait because it's funny because I figured out. Leah helped me with this, but I was hoping my rainforest were going to be both my rainforests going to be male and female, but they turned out both to be female. It's typical.
Yeah, this Balfouri's done loads in here. Look at this.
It's hard to find parents sometimes. Yeah.
So like sorry, because my first every animal I had, the first ever the first ever one I had.
That's awesome, Russell.
Like Spike, my being a dragon, my first reptile, male. My first gecko,
glad he's
both my
doing good.
geckos, male. My snake, male. My first scorpion, male. But obviously, I had them all unsexed and all that. But just by luck, everything was.
That's some curse. Although right now I'm trying to find males. That's my problem now. Now that I actually care about what happened.
It's funny because
we've only got probably 2 females.
Do you know how like the rareness of green ghost?
There you go, Mark.
Yeah. The what's the morph coloration, isn't it? Like actually.
Yeah.
You got your name, man.
I've had 3 of them.
Amelia.
One of them
nice.
But the other 2 didn't. But one of these like big breeders tried to buy it off me.
My adult Amelia's burrowed herself down, Matt. I've seen her since I got her.
And I was just there like, no way, because this is a female, and it's like my first female animal that I've got in my care. So I'm keeping this one, thank you.
Yeah, Osmond, I'm trying to get more into Harpacteria as well. Unfortunately, I had a bunch of slings that passed on me. I had some HBC black slings. I had 2 of them die on me.
Matt,
Annie, with your looks, I don't think you'd have much trouble.
Matt,
and Aviana's got DKS or some weird mold problem.
Clayton will be. Yeah, I think so.
All Annie needs is a mini trampoline and one of her tops and just bounce up and down a little bit and then off the block.
It's because at Brighton they had a male rainforest, and I was like, oh. But obviously at that point I was like, oh, do I? Good. By that time I didn't want to breed, but now he wants to breed. I'm like,
I was meant to get a Namaquaensis in the order, but it died before it got sent.
Oh,
refunded me.
Guys,
a female as well, and a HB black.
Sorry.
I got a female Juvie HB black and a Namaquaensis, and they both died before the guy shipped them out. And I've been looking for that species for ages. I was so annoyed. He refunded me though, so I can't fault.
Well, at least that's something.
It's a reptile breeder. You all know so. But yeah, really annoyed because I've been looking.
I
want to
breed.
For ages, saved up my money for it, and then finally bit the bullet. And two days later, when he said, "Finally dead."
I like with all like the care stuff. I did research like of like the bare like minimum of them, like the setups and all that. But all like their like extra bits I've learned just by my like experience. Like I never, like for example, I never knew female like of certain mantis species fly. the females of certain fly. I only found that out by
wings enough
experience.
to like glide/fly. I've seen a couple of them take down prey from above. Like I've dropped the cricket at the bottom, and they've literally like almost like flown down and nabbed it instantly.
That's so cool.
I think it was the Derryplatus
didn't know
diastatica,
yesterday.
the giant Malaysians. They're so aggressive for eaters.
Yeah.
God, it's making me want to get mantises again.
If you want like
didn't know there was
if
any.
you want like a really like one that would like threat pose no matter what, get a spiny. They are little feisty little buggers.
Rowan, get my
Every spiny I've had.
So yeah, guys.
And
Yeah, guys. I want to breed my pokey, right? Yeah. I do want to get into the breeding. That's the next project that I want to start doing is breeding tarantulas. I want to do it.
Aaron, I'm gonna be straight here. Get your setups right first, then look into the breeding. I'm being the straightforward, awful person here. Please, don't just do breeding because everyone thinks they need to breed.
How would I know if it was in season? How would I know if it was coming into season and wanted to breed?
They
How would I know?
don't. Aaron, it's literally a lot more complicated than with like mammals. There's like a whole like you have to condition some of them, and some of them you got to cool them, some of them you got to warm them up.
Depends on the species you're breeding. Some species are a lot more easier. Some you can keep the egg sac. Some you have to pull the egg sac. Looking after the egg sac, you have to incubate it and roll it. There's a bunch of steps to it. Honestly,
yeah. Lord Gosman said, "Do your research."
And just surround yourself.
I've done my research as far as I know. Also, yeah, I know about the breeding one. The breeding one I know very well. I do know about the breeding one.
But Erin, your setups are wrong. I'm being harsh here, but your setups are wrong. So
I know the setups have been a bit harsh. I know they've been a bit harsh. I know.
I'm not being harsh. I'm just saying.
I do want to breed tarantulas.
Before you do the breeding, if you really want to do the breeding, show that you can do the setups first. That's all I'm saying.
First.
For the sake of the tarantulas, because if you're going to be breeding them, the setups are going to be even more important. 100%. And you have to take care of the temperature, and it depends what you're breeding as well. Because some are a lot easier, while some are very sensitive to temperature drops.
Like pokies, you need a massive enclosure to breed them in, don't you?
Yeah.
Pokies, you need a massive enclosure to breed them in. Yeah, because
like some species are really easy to breed. I will say that, like they're a lot easier to start off with than others, but it's still quite a complex process. And there's loads of things that can go wrong. The male can get eaten if you don't do it right. If you don't condition the female, the egg sac can go moldy. The female can kill it if you don't have the tank set up correctly. And that's what I'm saying. If you get your setups right first, mate, then you can look at that in the future. And also, I'd probably just keep a lot more tarantulas. You need more experience just keeping slings, juvies, more tarantulas in general. I'm not saying you have to go out and buy like a horde and fill your house with it, because that's a bad problem as well in the hobby. Too many people are always over glorifying buying too many tarantulas, and that really, really annoys me as well.
And not only that,
if you can care for them, go.
Yeah,
but,
I know. Yeah, I do understand what you guys are saying. I do understand that. I know. But like I said, the problem I have got, the biggest problem I have got is I'm very impulsive. I don't like waiting. I've got
use this hobby to train your impulsiveness out of you. Use it as a test.
It's not about you. It's
not an impulsive hobby. We don't need more half-assed breeders in the hobby. We really don't.
Erin, it doesn't matter if you're impulsive. It's not about you. It's about the animals.
I know.
Erin, you've got to remember these are living beings. I know that to most people they're just bugs, but they are living beings. They have thoughts and feelings.
If you have like an
hobby as well, because if you do anything bad with breeding, it puts a bad light on the hobby. And how
many eggs are you going to get out of a breeding?
Half-bred species that you may not even know that you're like inbreeding, it can really screw the hobby up. And there's already enough of that as well. There's already enough people who are impulsive and just breed for the sake of wanting to breed.
It's not just the tarantula thing. It's even in reptiles. You've got people doing it now.
Yeah.
They're just doing it because I've got 2 snakes. I'll breed them.
Or more.
You know, and you don't need.
I'll have a go at that. Whatever.
Yeah, I'll make some money. It'll be
And
great.
they cock up the morphs and cause genetic issues. Yeah, I hate that with the snakes and the
I know.
Or they do it once, then they realise there is absolutely no money in it. If you've done it properly, it will cost
Yeah.
you more than you make.
Actually, selling reptile babies as well is a hard thing, especially when people do beginner species like leopard geckos, where the market is flooded.
Ball pythons. You cannot get rid of ball
I mean,
pythons
I
unless
know.
you've got high-end
I
wolves.
know, man.
I speak from experience.
But the thing is, though,
I
guys,
know, man.
the thing is, right. So, right, listen, guys, right. The thing I want to do in my life for my future, yeah, I want to invest some money in a reptile business. That's what I'm planning on doing as well, because I want to set up my own selling thing. Huh?
Why are you breeding tarantulas then? Why don't you invest all your time and energy into reptiles? It's a question you got to ask yourself as well.
Yeah, and tarantulas. I do want to breed and hopefully try and sell some babies. I want to try and get some money.
Right, okay.
I want to try and get a bit of money as well.
Right, okay.
There isn't very much money in it.
I want to make it as my living as well.
Right, Emma's been feeding this cat.
Very
You
few
pick this
people get
cat
to do that, honestly. You might make your money back on some slings, but actually you probably find it difficult to get rid of slings to people.
Really?
You'll often be selling yourself to large stealth stockists at half prices or quarter prices. That's my plan. I've already got a plan if I get an egg sac from my next breeding. I've reached out to sellers if they'll be happy to get it if I ever do get one at half price. And I'll keep like 10 or 20 slings to breed for the next generation, because I'm interested in learning how to breed like the same species over and over again. I'm not interested in money.
Even with us, we bred ball
Reptiles
pythons that are worth a fortune. We got nothing
in
back.
the future. I want to get into breeding, and obviously,
Guys, I'm leaving.
my steps. I'm going to obviously social media.
She doesn't go to the country.
But no, but what it is like, I do need the money though. Do you know, like to feed myself and to live. I still need money. Because the world in the world is about money though. It is money.
There's no money in it.
Money in tarantulas, Aaron. Seriously, you have to be incredibly lucky. And the people who are incredibly lucky don't get into it for the money. They just do it and then they get the money by luck.
I bred every snake that we had the 1 year. I bred every species of snake that I had a pair of. I made absolutely soddle. By the time I'd fed them for 6 weeks, got them to shed, got them up to weight, I made nothing. Tarantulas are going to be, if you get 100 tarantula babies, like say an LP, you're going to get about 50 pence a baby. And then you're going to have to take them to the cell. You've got to feed them for a couple of weeks.
And if you don't sell them, you'll end up with thousands of adults that you can't get rid of.
Because 200 sling pots are going to cost you about what? How much your sling pots when you bought them?
I'm sorry for butting in. And it's
30 quid just for this.
Yeah, 30 quid. That's probably more money you're going to make.
I say babies. It isn't a baby.
I've got a few spiders, but I wouldn't want to be breeding them.
Mark, can you see that one?
This is my
It's a bit blurry.
This is one of the
Is
two.
a panther.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I've got a few that I want to breed.
But like you said though, guys, like you were saying, quick, there is people out there that they do it for the money. They only do it for the money. They're not interested in the animal.
They turn out to be the
just do it
worst
for the money.
breeders. They turn out to be the shittiest breeders.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be associated with that.
Leah, I've told you about one of them.
I think you got to question your motives of why you want to breed tarantulas.
I've got to the point now
where
I won't even breed.
Get into it.
I don't breed stuff anymore. Do I? I've not bred anything this year because the market's too flooded.
Can't be bothered with it.
I can't be bothered with it, and there's too many people selling stuff that isn't really. They're getting rid of it because there's too much. So if you breed, say, a £75 snake, you're probably going to get a £5 for it. £10 if you're lucky.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you fed it, you haven't made your money. It's the same with
all
spiders.
the electric, all the feeding, all the
Just
time.
because a spider that you buy an adult is worth 80 quid, the sling is probably about 3 quid. So when they buy it in, it's probably worth about 50p. Because they've got to make money as well.
Success with them.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, but Jim, that
but there is some snakes that do make some amount of money though, don't they?
Jim,
there are
because
some ball pythons do make a lot of money. They make
thousands.
Oh, what monitors?
They're specialist breeders who breed down to like specific stuff that's like in the market, and the market can change as well.
Yeah,
The market can change any time.
things.
You might be able to sell
it.
one species for like
No,
a
you
month,
sat
and
on
then
it.
it's over flooded.
Connie.
Sorry, the dog.
I'm telling you, if you're doing it for money, that is a horribly wrong path. And also, if you're going to breed ethically. Breed 1 or 2 species to see if you
No,
can
yeah,
do it,
no,
if
I'm
you
not.
enjoy it, and
I'm
then
not
be
doing it for
really,
the money.
really careful.
I won't be. I'm not.
Yeah,
trust me,
that's-
I am not doing it. I will not be doing it for the money.
I'm the
I'm
same as
breeding
Osmond.
my
I want to
Albiceps
have a
and
go at
I'm-
it because I find it very fascinating, and I'd like to do it as a challenge for myself as a hobbyist. If I enjoy it even further, I might breed further, but I'm just going to be very selective about what I
that's
breed.
what I'm. That's what I was doing. Like I am.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
I know.
As well.
I
heard it's a
just
lot of work.
drop it, but obviously, like with my man,
Osman, I
obviously,
hope you're
I
not
like
ending
take
them.
care, but I like with the ones I want to breed. With the ones obviously in the future, with the ones I want to breed, I'll focus more on them. If you know what I mean, like build them up. Like
Yeah, I'm the same.
Make sure-
Before I haven't even bred anything yet, but I already know exactly what species and specific
Yeah.
genus I'm going to be going
because
into.
I know, because for sure,
And I'm going to
I
breed
know-
them time and time again because I want to learn how to breed them like consistently instead of just like a one-off sack, then move to the next species like a lot of breeders do. That's
So I
my
want-
challenge in the hobby.
Because I know definitely I want to breed giant rainforest mantis because they are one of the more with them.
Common names, sorry,
Yes,
common
that's-
names.
That
Giant
is
rainforest.
it. The giant rainforest mantis.
Is it? Or is it just the Is that all it is?
Herodula majuscula.
Right. Okay, yeah. See, sorry, I don't learn all the
Guys,
common
but
names
guys,
apart
you
from the
see,
basic stuff.
It's like, if you want to know any scientific name,
what is what? But listen
I've
though,
learned a lot.
Hello, Mark.
what is the
Well, not
problem
Mark.
of saying a common name for an animal? A lot of these
'Cause
spider
it
people,
gets-
they do say like, don't keep using common names. We don't
Because
like
it
the
means
common names.
nothing. It
I
means
don't
He
nothing.
understand what
says there's about
it is.
5 different species with the same common name.
And it
And then
depends which
they get
country you're from as
crossbred.
well. Yeah, that's
Right.
why.
A good example
I
is
don't
the
see what's wrong
more
with the common name.
Aaron,
That's just my opinion.
Aaron. If the reason is right, if you listen, this is one really good example: the Hamori. Okay, so you've got the Brachypelma Hamori and the Brachypelma smithy. To the really untrained eye, even myself, I cannot tell them apart. If you put a smithy and a Hamori together, they will breed and they will have babies, but then they are hybrids. They're not pure breed. Right? You know, like your cat.
The most
You
common
have to
one
pure
is
breed your
yeah,
cats,
Gillier
right?
and
Your
Yeah,
cat
Scottish-
has a
Scottish fold, yeah.
another Scottish fold. Same thing. So the
I'm so-
Hamori
oh
and
my
the
God, I'm
Smithy,
so-
although they are both the Mexican red knee, they are both known as the Mexican red knee, they are different. See why you use the more scientific names rather than the common name.
And actual
Same as the
taxable
curly
or
hair. There's the
identification as well.
Tletocatl alboplosus, Nicaragua, and the Tletocatl alboplosus. Please help me with the last bit because I've forgotten it.
Capunchi.
Verdesi, you got Verdesi in it.
I mean,
Yeah, there's the hobby form. The hobby form has got other things in it.
Alboplosus, so you get like the Nicaraguan, the island
You've
form,
also
the
got
hobby form.
Capunchi as well, which is the one that's
The
sparring.
things have got
the
mixed
Tletocatl
together
dragon.
now, and we've got a hobby form and we've got true
Yeah.
forms.
And
Tletocatl
another one that
alboplosus.
goes under the
I
radar is
understand.
Amelia and
And
Bome.
one more
You get a
power.
lot of Bomes with like the wrong carapace. They've been crossbred.
Susan, I'll give you an easy way to pronounce it.
But like I said though, guys, I am still going to go through with the tarantula breeding. I'm still going to go through with it. I want to give it one try.
Okay, Aaron.
I want to give it one try.
Listen to all of us. Listen to all of us then. If you're going to do that, get your setups right first. Then you can talk to people and people will take you more seriously. If you want to do it, that's fine. But listen, seriously.
No, yeah.
Please just understand, though, Aaron, that we are only doing this for your own good.
Making the wrong decisions and diluting the hobby and making a bad name for it, because that's the reason why we get in groups like these as well as the social side of it. It's important for the future of the hobby. It really is. That's what
Think
I'm
about
saying.
all the horrible people, the people who have said those horrible things to you in the past, Aaron. And they're the kind of people who we don't want coming for us because one of us has made a massive mistake.
Matt, there's different. Depends if you're like on that pronunciation. It depends if you're actually like native, because isn't it like old, like oh God, what's that? It's an old Mexican or something language that it comes from, and like you don't even.
No, but that's just
the
the easiest.
L's.
That's just the easiest way.
Yeah.
Lead to cattle.
No, like that's the one one thing that people can't decide on is that new pronunciation because it's an old I can't.
It doesn't
remember what
matter as long as
language
you say the word. People know what you mean. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why Susan has no idea how to say the word. So that's why I've just put
Lisa Castle.
Oh.
It's the way to pronounce it.
To Lisa's castle.
Lisa's Castle.
That's the way to
Leah,
do
did
it.
you see the sweet corn was a major success with those sunbeetles? It's the first time I've
It's
tried it.
got
And they have absolutely gone rabbit.
big
Yeah,
also-
Phil was telling me about how good they are on sweet corn, so I'm genuinely thinking about doing that with mine.
Yeah,
the
probably will
African
next time.
trains as well. The African trains have
But the one
literally
thing, the one thing I do know about female tarantulas, the one thing I do know about them, if they stop feeding, and what is there's like a way when they breed, but they do stop eating. I've heard about that. They just go off feeding,
Merry Christmas,
and all
mate.
they're interested in is breeding.
That's
Mary.
normally males, not females. Females
not
don't
females, mate.
generally.
If they
You
grab it,
need
they'll
to
eat
condition
everything.
your female before a breeding even happens, like feeding them like a good 6 months in advance. It isn't just a case of giving them
Yeah.
a couple of roaches and that's it.
Erin,
The carabiner, I'm going to
Oh.
be once she molts out, I'm going to be
Oh.
feeding her like for 6 months straight and up in the humidity to sort of get her to prep to drop the egg sac when she gets the pairing, and also to make the pairing go a little bit better. And I'll be taking some of the sperm web from the male and putting it in the female's enclosure, and I'll be putting the enclosure side to side as well to prep them.
Yep.
There's a lot more.
You have to get the
I did
pheromone.
have my Ammonias next to each other because of all that
Susan.
sort of stuff. But my dearest husband put it on the wrong
It's
shelf,
always
so it's
fun.
no longer there now.
Oh, well.
Did you have to move it while he was moving all the tarantula racking to get the
I'm not
rest
really,
out?
I'm not really scared about them bowling.
Yeah, you
The
did,
bowling, the bowling bit, I'm not scared of it. It does not make me one time flinch. I
Sent
don't
you a
care.
message, Leah.
I don't care in a way. I don't care about the bowling. The bowling don't bother me.
Erin,
I just want to see them breed.
I've got a few spiders. Leah will tell you because Leah's seen them. But, you know, I'm not in it for breeding. I'm in it because I like them.
Yeah. Also, Erin, here's something, right? I've been doing this hobby now for
5 years?
no longer than that, 6 years. Spiders in themselves, I've only had for about 5 years. I had them about a year after I started, and I do not, by any means, claim to know everything. You can always, always, always learn more. There is nobody out there that knows everything
Every
about
day,
the
every
animals
day.
that we keep.
Even Dave says he learns every
Yeah.
day.
I'm
So-
struggling
Well,
to
hang
find
on, Phil,
information.
man.
looking
Phil
for
knows
lost
everything.
spiders
I
as
mean,
No,
well.
even Phil didn't know something.
Phil is
the
a
other day.
bearded genius.
I'm still learning more about the mantis. I'm still
Yeah.
learning-
The transfer
Yeah,
hobby
so
in
yeah,
itself is
I'm still
in its
learning in a
developed
way.
state.
I'm still learning a bit. I'm learning a bit. Yeah, only a little bit.
Mavis, give over.
Erin, only a little bit. I'm learning every day, mate. And
Every
I've been
day.
keeping them for nearly 7 years.
Even Dave.
Erin,
he spent his
have
whole
you
life-
raised any slings to adulthood yet?
The 2 Goliaths I have so far. I brought 2 Ferrophosis from babies,
like,
and they're growing. They're molting well.
From full
They're
sling
not.
to
They're not
adult.
adults yet. They're not adults.
Right. Okay.
No,
Right,
no, they're not
that's-
adults yet.
That is one challenge I think most people should do before they even do breeding, is actually raise slings a generation from like out the egg sac, you know, like the first molts they sell them, like the 1 centimeters, like I think it's like after the larva stages and whatever, the first like 2 or 3 molts, raising them from that size to full adult successfully with no like casualties. Because if you're going to breed, you're going to have to raise slings anyways, so it's usually a good challenge to start with that. So I would start, maybe if you have the space, buying a couple of, like, I buy 4 or 5 of the same species and try and raise them up, and that way I know they care, because slings are a lot easier to kill, and if you don't have the husbandry down, you'll know.
Yeah.
And you've got to, and you know, so like buy like an easier species of like a Nandu, which like they're a lot cheaper. Buy like 5 of them and try and raise them from babies to like a reasonable size before you even attempt breeding.
Susan, even Dave
But
will say.
what it is though, guys, in a way, sometimes my autism, it's my autism bit, and I'm not trying to put the autism bit as like it's an excuse. It's an excuse, using it as an excuse. It's not. It's my autism. I'm a bit impulsive and the autism.
I understand the impulsiveness, mate, but it's not about you. It's about the animals, and also it can teach you a valuable lesson as well. You can use it to train the impulsive habits out of you. I used to be horribly impulsive. I've got lots of addiction issues.
Yeah.
From years ago. I know what it is to have impulsive thoughts. I've got a lot of mental health issues that I still like struggle with today, but I'm a lot more like mentally stable. And the hobby is a good thing for that as well. The patience and just
Are
the
you,
fact that
Joff?
you can
Merry
actually care
Christmas,
to someone
mate.
that isn't you. It helps a lot. But yeah, no, I'd honestly say try and raise some slings from sling size to adulthood. A bunch of them. And you'll know what if your husband is bad or not before you even attempt breeding. Like, even think about breeding, in my opinion.
I agree.
Look,
Aaron, I'm not gonna like. Yeah, I'm not gonna like talk on the impulsivity thing because I'm quite impulsive as well. Luckily, I'm in a position where I'm home all the time. I can do the work with my animals and stuff. If I do impulsively buy an animal, I've got some sort of background knowledge in them. I can do it. But there's a lot of people out there like yourself who go out and you buy something, don't have everything ready, and then it causes an issue for you, not just the animal, but you as well. And then obviously, like, this is like a really big conversation we're having now, which is really good that we're having a conversation, like a really grown-up conversation here, isn't it? Like, you know, you're learning something new and we're trying to help you as best we can, you know.
Leah,
but there's a lot of people out there that aren't as nice and they won't sit and have this conversation. They're just going to batter you down and be horrible, and you know that because you've been there. So make sure you're taking on just make sure you're taking on board all the advice that especially Max has given you here, because Max he's actually speaking a lot of sense here. Okay,
I try to.
Are you Reese? Merry Christmas, mate.
Hey,
Reese. Yeah. I will take his advice. I am going to take his advice. I will, but I'm still going to go with breeding though. I'm still going back to that bit.
Okay.
Sorry.
Are you dead set on it, mate?
I really want to breed them. Yeah.
Right. Get your enclosures set up properly.
I wanted to start a communal.
Right. Okay.
I wanted to try and have a communal with pokies.
No.
That's what I want to see.
Absolutely not. Do not do it. Do not do it, Aaron.
Aaron, you're not experienced enough for that.
They don't work as a communal species.
They don't work.
It's a forced communal. It's not good.
They're not good. They will eat each other, Aaron. You'll send it one really fat spider.
Maybe two.
The only true communal is the Monster Shepherd's Balfouri, and even that's questionable.
Yeah.
In the wild.
Even that, I think, is a forced communal.
Yeah, in the wild, they tolerate each other. They're not actual communal spiders.
They're a lot better than other spiders because they'll interact with each other. They're a lot more like generally social. But it still is issues with it. There's no such thing as a true communal tarantula.
Pokies won't work, will it?
Okay, Chaz.
So the best communal is Balfouri's.
Yeah.
And I did the best community ones.
Yeah.
Even I dislike them. Right. Sorry. Chaz, sit back. We're all talking over each other. This is a really heated discussion, and like, it's good that we're having it, but like at the same time, people need to like have a talk, and it needs to be chill. It's Christmas, almost Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Everything's going a bit too loud. Yeah. I know. I do agree. Yeah.
No, he's laughing.
I'm gonna hop off because I'm very tired.
No worries, Chaz.
Okay, Chaz.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
See you later, Chaz.
Bye.
See you later. Bye. See you later.
Hope you get everything you want for Christmas.
Right, Aaron. No,
one second. Chaz didn't say boobies.
No, he didn't.
There's no such thing as keeping this in my idea. The only one is the Balfouri, and even I don't like that. But that's just my personal opinion on that. So if you are going to do communal and Balfouri, but I'd focus on one thing at first, mate. If you think about breeding, you think about this because it looks exciting. You want to do everything in the hobby, and this hobby is a very patient hobby. If you're not in it for keeping the tarantulas for like 20, 30 plus years, don't be in it at all.
Yeah,
that's another thing as well. So you may breed if you want to.
Okay, Susan.
You gotta take it slow. So like, I honestly,
I've been keeping tarantulas for 5 years now. Near enough 5 years.
I've been keeping them 8. Yeah. I've been keeping them 8, and I've been keeping exotics before. Time does not mean anything with that. People can keep collections of tarantulas, never learn anything, feed them,
sent you a message as
well, and be fine for like 20 years. doesn't mean they know stuff and definitely not ready.
Aaron, I know it can be kind of frustrating because you really want to do it, and I understand what you mean, and I know it's kind of frustrating. We're basically all telling you no, which I can understand is quite frustrating for you, but you have to remember that we are doing it for your own good, the animal's own good, and at the end of the day, it's not something to take lightly. It is another life. It's another animal's life.
And Erin,
I know they got lives. I know they're breathing.
I'm going to say this: if you've been keeping it for 5 years, now don't think I'm having a go at you. I'm not, but you've been keeping tarantulas for 5 years. You should know how an arboreal setup goes. So you need to, look at some videos.
I do know what a royal setup. I definitely do.
Yeah, but you was going to put a plant pot in instead of
your care hasn't been that. Your care hasn't been that. You've even shown us on stream.
You need to look things up and research, or ask anybody for advice. Anybody will give you advice. That's not a problem.
Also, Aaron, I'm not telling you no to breeding. I'm just questioning your motives and why you want to, and also not setting you up for pitfalls. I'm not saying absolutely no. I can't do that. I don't have the authority, but I want the hobby to be a better place. So I'm giving you the advice. And honestly, until you've raised slings from slings to adulthood and you've got the correct setups, I wouldn't even look at breeding. So honestly, I would get your setups, buy some slings in bulk that you like, start the communal if you want to, and ask for advice, and then go from there, please. From like genuine love of the people in the hobby and the future of the hobby, please listen.
No, I do understand. I do understand.
That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to cut the topic unless other people have things, but like that's all I'm going to say, mate. That's the last bit of advice.
But one more question about Exotic Slayer. You know Exotic Slayer? He's a big YouTuber, right? He's got a big following, right? Yeah.
He shouldn't have
a lot of people reckon that he doesn't have no experience. He's got no.
He's a twat.
He doesn't know one thing.
Okay.
Aaron, he is an absolute twat.
He is absolutely useless.
I understand that. Yeah.
With Andrew Tate and Jake Paul discussing politics and putting the world to rights, than have a conversation with Exotic Slayer.
Right, Exotic Slayer. I'm going to have a very impartial opinion because I do. His general practices are shitty. He's killed his tarantulas before, but I don't think he means to do it. It's just the style of YouTuber he is. He's very entertaining, quick, and like that. And a lot of people like that because they don't know enough about tarantulas. So the general public view it as like just like entertainment. So it doesn't really attract people who are really into the hobby, which is why he gets a large amount of viewers, because people just watch it for entertainment, right? They're not watching for the tarantulas necessarily. But it attracts a bunch of people into the hobby.
Never last anyway.
Yeah, he does have some experience because obviously he keeps loads and he's been keeping a big chunk of them. But at the same time, a lot of his hobby practices are very, very shitty. Whether he understands that or not, I don't think he purposely is a terrible keeper. He just is, and he doesn't listen to advice.
One thing you don't know is you don't know what he does before he starts recording to get the reaction from the spiders that he gets when he turns the camera on.
Because if you look at Dave, his tarantulas are incredibly calm and chilled, and also Tom Moran as well. That's another good example of really good reactions. He doesn't stress. He doesn't even get them out half the time.
Maybe it's a wrong opinion, but for me, someone who is as big as Exotic's Lair, for him never ever to show his face on any of his videos in his cameras says a little bit.
That's weird, ain't it? Yeah, I find that a bit strange. He never shows his face.
I don't think it's just a style thing with him.
Okay.
I don't.
Well, that's the personal opinion on it, but I understand. I understand like that as well, why it could be a little bit dodgy, that sort of thing. But at the same time, he gets people into the hobby. He creates this conversation about what is bad keeping and good keeping. So he's neither like really good or bad. I don't think he purposely kills his tarantulas. I just think he's very ignorant and does it for the entertainment and shock value, which is why he has loads of subscribers, because of the people out of the hobby who just want entertainment. But at the same time, I really disrespect him because the way he treats his tarantulas is god awful. And the ones that have died in his recent videos have all been mistakes that he's purposely done, and he could have easily avoided them. And he makes entertainment of it. But at the same time, he posts those mistakes as well. A lot of people don't do that. They won't post a death or like a crap mistake they've done in the hobby because they don't want to be bullied or questioned online. And that's another part about the hobby as well. Things do go horribly wrong and you do make mistakes, but if you learn from it, it's fine. The thing is with Exotic Slayer, he never learns from it.
No.
And that's what I really dislike about
No,
him.
of course he doesn't. I've understood that about him. He just does it. Like, he just don't know how to look after an animal. I think what he should be doing is sticking to a motorbike. In a way, that's my opinion. He should either get on a motorbike or just have a pet dog.
Doc, you're not a
Or
knob.
a cat.
But Aaron, right?
Do you know what I mean?
Here's a question for you as well, right? You're saying that about him, and you're talking about breeding, and you want to breed as well. What makes you any more authority on keeping tarantulas and spiders than anyone else does? That's the one question you got to ask, because you're criticizing another keeper here as well. Like, what authority do you have to keep tarantulas over anyone else? No one does. You got to remember that. Like, nothing ever comes from gossip and toxic. It's all about being like either ignore it or you come from a very compassionate angle. Because nothing ever gets solved by just talking shit about someone. It really doesn't. And you know, at the end of the day, his channel is large and it's there and he does what he does. And the hobby has to deal with that. And there's positives and there's negatives with everything. It's a lot more nuanced than just calling him a knob who doesn't care for his animals. Because he wouldn't.
I get what you're saying there, but again, like it's not like he hasn't been told. This is somebody who's been told by multiple breeders and multiple carers, and
subjectively he's an arrogant dick, but I'm saying from your own personal side, there's no use in being toxic or like negative about it. There's always like a compassionate angle. There's always been the chill person. Like there's no point in that drama. He
Unless
does
you
what
see
he
him
does.
face to face.
yeah, that's kind of why I kind of just go, yeah, he's a knob, and then move on, rather than trying to have.
He does good for the hobby in some ways because he spreads tarantulas to a lot of people and makes people maybe a little bit less scared of them. Even and then they might get into the hobby and might look other YouTubers in the scene as well and figure out that hang on a second, this guy's keeping it isn't actually that great.
Well,
I know plenty of people got to hobby that way.
Like that.
You can have it while you watch YouTube.
But what about Dark Den? What's your thoughts on Dark Den? What do you think about him?
All right.
Dark Den. What do you think about him?
All right. I watched him initially. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not the worst keeper. He's made a couple of mistakes. He's entertaining, but his general keeping isn't that bad. It's not the worst I've seen. And he
right for him as keeper, whatever, he's fine. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
As a person, he's a knob.
Well, I've never met him personally or heard any stories, so the only interaction I've had with him is through watching his videos. So.
I sent him my stickers.
I did see him in real life though at one point. I did see him in real life. It was a Spider Expo in 2019. I went down to the Brighton one, and he was there. He was kind of a bit shy to talk to me. Well, he was just like he wouldn't say much for a minute. But then like, he kind of started coming over to me and started talking to me a bit.
Yeah, not Osmond. Yeah, he does poke at spiders a bit and get a bit of an interaction. Like he does go on the entertainment value, but like
you Claire?
Nowhere near as respectful as Exotic Slayer. And also, I haven't watched any of his recent videos. I haven't watched him for like 2, 3, 4 years personally.
I mean, you watch YouTuber, then you watch YouTuber, get you into the hobby. Then when you start getting confident in the hobby, you think, I don't really want to watch them anymore because I don't agree with what they're doing. But they got you into the hobby, but now you look at it and you think, yeah, maybe you weren't the best person to watch for information.
Yeah, and people are talking shit about them when they got into the hobby. Like as I said, there's negatives and positives to everything. You know?
I used to watch Brian.
I sent him my stickers and all, and he got them out on the stream, on a video.
Yeah, I remember this. You told.
And he sort of like scanned through them really fast and kind of just chucked them over his shoulder and like didn't even like show my name or anything. I was like, thanks.
You're sending quite a lot of them.
Yeah, that has been a little bit ignorant. That's been a bit ignorant, yeah.
Leah, if you sent me a sticker, I would cherish it on my screen for weeks.
Put it in a glass.
You not got my sticker?
Surrounded by encrusted diamonds.
How have you not got my stickers?
I'm unloved.
Oh, send me your address.
Yeah.
I'll see you soon. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, but send me your address. I'll send it to you. I got loads of already stamped envelopes just to send them.
Oh, you
My-
need to sort those out as well. If
my,
they're really those stamps aren't going to be valid as January. Got to have barcodes
They're
on
not.
the stamp.
Oh no,
Yeah,
you
Mark?
can still use stamps. You just got to buy them in advance. If you buy them now, they're still worth money.
My videos are not brilliant, but I don't know if you was all in here earlier on when Mayhem and Miracles
Of course
come
they
into
are.
the chat,
Your
and
videos are
she
brilliant.
was saying she always had a fear of tarantulas, and she said since she's been watching my videos, she's got a lot more respect of them now, and she'd even go as far as having one on her hand
Yep.
if I said that it was safe
Mate,
enough
when
to
I
do.
started watching your videos, I had a really terrible fear of people from Birmingham.
And he still has.
No, honestly,
You know what?
But all I'm saying is though, guys.
Honestly,
all I'm saying is, if I do see that female and she wants to breed, I'll find a male for her and I'm just going to do it anyway. I'll see if they breed.
It's a silly thing to say.
Susan,
Aaron, it's such a
send
terrible
me
attitude to
your
have.
address.
That's a bad attitude, mate.
She's
That's
got
a bad attitude.
sticker packs.
There's a lot
And
more
it's got
involved.
most of our stickers in. So if you send Lee your address
Yeah.
on Messenger
I'll
or
send you pretty much everyone's apart from.
bear with me, Russ.
It's only me and Mark on the screen actually, but everybody else is in it. And if you want your stickers included in the sticker pack, send them to me.
Do you remember when we did that show a couple of weeks ago? We had that lady that was absolutely terrified of tarantulas, right? And you sat down to her and you explained to her what they were like and how they would react and stuff. By the end of it, she was coming over, she was interacting with them. She held virtually everything we had.
All the bugs and everything, yeah. All the bugs.
And she thought it was the best thing ever. We got used to them.
Yeah, about the YouTubers and the breeding, Russ. That one.
And also, what I might do as well, so what I'm going to do is, does the spider shop take spiders? Can they take them back off of you? I think they said they could buy them off of you.
If you got bulk stock, they won't take one spiderling off you. If you got bulk stock or like an entire collection to sell, then yeah. But they won't buy a single sling off of you. It's not worth it for them.
It's not even worth the postage.
So they won't buy those spiderlings,
One
no.
on screen.
No,
if you had a lot of them.
If you have an egg sack and you sell a big chunk of them, they'll buy it off you for like 25% of the initial price, like a quarter of what they're worth. Yeah, maybe.
So if they sell them for £4, you're going to get about 30
They're a huge seller.
Which by the time you fed it,
But also, I was thinking about maybe keeping a few of them as a
100%.
communal. Do you think I'll be able to keep a few of them as a communal?
No.
If I get rid of the rest of them.
No. Listen to what you're being told.
Take care, Joff. Merry Christmas, mate.
We also don't want you to make
so you can't.
and
so they can't be kept a communal. No.
No.
Yeah.
Well, they can. You'll stand up with one fat spider and no other spiders.
Yeah.
Even Balfouri. People have put 25 Balfouris into communal, emptied it out 6 months later, and they've got 5.
Well, I've got a Balfouri communal.
Yeah. Ellie gave me a Balfouri communal. She had 5 tarantulas in there. I ended up with 2 left, and I gave those 2 to Lewis separately because I couldn't keep them together because I was too worried.
The thing is,
Yeah, well, I had mine from 1 centimetre slings from Portsmouth tarantulas, and I lost one when I was young, so I was down to 9, but I've still got them 9 now, and they're all adults now.
So yeah, so right, okay. So far, what I know is the puggies they cannot be kept as communal, which I know that now. Yeah, they cannot be kept as communal, and you have to separate them. They got to stay separated.
I had a communal of pokies, Erin, regardless, but I had them from very, very young, and once I started getting big enough, then I separated them because if you don't, they're just going to eat each other.
Also, even if a communal is fine, you got to think about the stress impact and the eating impact, because often you find in communals as well. I haven't kept communal, but from what I've been seeing, you find runts. So you find a couple of the slings which are like half the size, and that's because their metabolism hasn't been wired, and they've been eating less food, and they've been bullied with aggressive behavior and gatekeeping.
Yeah, well, this is why
just because
with
you
the
can doesn't
pokies.
mean you should.
Yeah.
At all. It's
This is why with the pokies. This is why I split them up. Because I know if I didn't split them up, you're going to end up losing, well, whatever you've got in there except one.
I ended up checking mine. When I first got mine, they come as a communal. This was like before I knew anything about them. I was told that they were communal. I didn't know enough that I should have known. And I brought them home and I put them into the enclosure, and they did really well. I didn't end up losing any. I ended up losing one in a molt when it was little, but not anything to do with the others. It did well. However, I spent so long checking on them every day. It was
Merry
getting
Christmas,
exhausting.
Sasquatch. Happy New Year. Hope it's a good one for you.
I kept some.
Happy New Year.
I've kept some N-in-C slings together, and that did not end well. It went bad very quickly. And I was overfeeding them as well. And they still killed each other.
Yep.
It's really not worth it. Especially if you're like me, who literally gets so upset over one tarantula dying, even if I did nothing wrong and it was something horrible, like a weird molt or like a lump that I found. I had like 6 females of mine die last year due to this weird lump on the buck lung. And I racked my head, dissected them, and I still felt awful. I still feel awful to this day.
Well,
So
I've lost
losing loads of
7
communal slings.
spiders in 3 weeks.
It does hit you hard, doesn't it, Mark?
Yeah,
So I can't
5,
imagine.
all right. 5 of them was slings. One was an adult that got stuck in a molt, had a bad molt, and the other one ripped its abdomen on an artificial plant, which I've learned now not to put them in with them ones.
Yeah, that's why I keep my setup simple. I often think, it'd be nice to have a bit of greenery and be a bit more diverse and put some rocks in there, but like it's cork bark, dirt, and ball.
Well, I use flowers, I use plants, I use fabric flowers. So
with my avics, I only use the silk, like as far as the fake silk.
Yeah, there's silk plants. Yeah,
yeah, that's what I use as well.
The exoterrary plasticky ones I'll use with like things like the brackies, but they're almost on soil level, so they can't sort of like climb in.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Scott.
Your beard's fake.
Scott. You know this fish tank, guys? You know this fish tank? This fish tank here? I was thinking about having it all like cleaned out. I'm going to chuck all the water out. I'm putting the fish tank out anyway. I'm buying it a new tank anyway. But I'm going to chuck everything out of here. I'm going to clean it out, bleach it out, wash it all out, yeah? And and when it's dried and it's all settled and it's fine, yeah? I am going to move one of my trousers into here. Will that be okay?
I really dislike fish enclosures for tarantulas.
Personally.
Terrible ventilation.
Because I was going to move that pokey. I was going to move into here. I was going to put the pokey in here.
No, that's not a pokey setup.
No, definitely not.
Why?
No, it's not arboreal enough.
It's not
it
arboreal
needs to be
setup.
up.
The ventilation.
You need
needs
like
to
a
be sorted
skyscraper
because you need to
exterior.
log it. It's glass, isn't
But can I still tilt it on its side though? What about if I tilt it on its side?
Tango cat.
Then you have to make
Marry me out, Tango.
lid.
Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah, I've got to make a lid for it. I'll have to make a lid for it. Yeah, I'll make one. I can find somewhere to make one.
You'd have to get somebody with a glass drill bit as well to put holes in the top and on the sides, because even with like a mesh front, you still need side ventilation.
That's
to
the
get
point
the
as well. Bleach and a dechlorinator. All right, see you later, husband.
Yeah,
Mark, we're having a game tonight.
What time are we even on?
Hide and seek.
Yeah, we'll have a game if you wanna.
Okay, I'm going to jump off in a minute.
yeah. So I've got still.
Yeah,
Still
well,
got a bit of time.
I'm going to end the stream about 5:30 anyway.
Okay, what time is it now?
5 past.
Okay.
And then I'll put this away and set me iPad up.
You take this up with you. I'll just put it on my desk and I'll get it. I'll get the way down in a minute.
Yeah, Aaron. Anyways, that tank's
Scott, Merry Christmas to you and the family. I hope you have an amazing day tomorrow.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Scott. I hope
I hope Santa brings you a new beard.
I hope things go better than you thought.
But would any exotic pet shops take any baby spoilings back? Would they be able to do? Will they be allowed to do that?
Aaron, you on about if you breed them? You still on about if you breed?
I was like, if
Right,
I do manage to breed them.
Make contacts first. Find
Yes.
people who will buy off you for definite. Don't just be like, I'm going to just pawn it off to the next person, because that's not going to. I've already asked before I even got a mature female spider shop, a couple of people that I know, some shops, if they will take my Carabiner versicolor egg sac off of me, apart from like the maybe 10, 20 slings I'm going to keep to raise for the next generation, for absolutely nothing. I'm not even going to sell them. I might make back on postage, and I've already pre-planned that before I've even got an egg sac or a pairing. So as well, for breeding, it's important you know people who will actually take egg sacs off you, and you talk to them directly before you even attempt to breed an egg sac. So that's another piece of
otherwise
advice.
you do what I did one year.
Good start. I'm glad things are looking up a little bit.
Remember that year we bred them?
And it also varies on the species. It varies on the species as well. Some people won't want certain species and won't have the space.
Yeah.
Yeah. We bred those like 30-odd corn snakes one year, and I couldn't get rid of them locally. The only way I could get rid of them is, luckily enough, Mark's friend is a whole reptile wholesaler, and he had the lot off me. If it wasn't for that, I'd still be stuck with them, because I just couldn't shift
We
them.
bred them special. By the way, we didn't just breed them out of nowhere. We bred them for a pet shop. Who was a friend of us and ours, and then they changed their mind, which we weren't very happy
Take care,
about.
Joanne. Merry Christmas for tomorrow and Happy New Year.
Oh, bye. Happy New Year.
Okay,
Is she
Scott.
going,
Fair
is she?
Hope you have an
I might
amazing
talk
day
to Luke then.
I'm going to put this upstairs, get the presents down.
Okay.
Hey up, Scott.
Oh,
Yeah, I might talk to Luke then for future.
What do you
stuff,
think?
like
What do you think about this for jumping
species.
spider? Do you think that setup's all right for a jumping spider? Do you think that looks all right?
Well, I need some wood in it and some anchor points. And it depends
Yeah,
on the size
you
of the
need to
jumping
put
spider.
At the minute, it's hiding up here.
No, that's
The
amazing
little
that you're
jumping
out.
spider, there it is hiding.
Such
But
a lovely
Aaron,
animal.
if you got a tree out in your garden.
We ain't
You
got much
too, Joanne.
trees. They're behind a fence.
Yeah.
They're behind a big fence at the back garden.
Right, is there any sticks out
Very
there
hard
that
to
have
get
fallen
through.
off the trees? Any sticks that have
Well,
fallen
the
off
thing
them?
was, what happened was, I kind of touched them trees before, yeah. We had the teachers come out and complain because I was breaking the trees off, I was breaking some sticks off their trees,
Sounds like
and
a
they started
good
complaining
trade,
about it.
Well,
They did actually complain about it. They made a complaint because I was picking trees off their garden. And they said,
Okay.
they said, if you keep doing it, we're going to inform the police. That's what they said.
well,
Over
can
some
you
trees.
go to a woodland or something? There's got to be somewhere near you that has twigs on the ground. There has to be somewhere.
I can't touch nobody's garden around here because they're all like.
She didn't say.
They say we don't want you touching our stuff because we will be calling the police.
Yeah, have you got a woodland or a park or anything like that, like Max just said?
I can go to a forest somewhere where I know where I think I might know where's a forest land, quite near me. There is a forest land. Yeah.
So do that then and go there, and you want, like, there's lots of stuff that you can pick up naturally off the ground, and you don't necessarily have to wash it. Washing it would be a good idea, but all you need to do is put it in some.
I do that similar, Scott.
Oh,
I got two neighbours here, right? Yeah, two neighbours next door here. Yeah, I went in their garden. I probably shouldn't have been there, but I was trying to pick some of their sticks off. Yeah, because at first they didn't mind me doing it for a while, but then after a while they started telling me. They said to me, "If you keep doing this, mate, I'll be calling the police if you're going to keep doing this." I was just thinking, you've always let me pick sticks here before, so why are you upset? Why are you upset with me now? And they just said, "Do not pick my sticks
Aaron,
anymore."
you know, if you knock
So I'll
on
be
their
calling the
door and
police.
ask them really nicely,
always
say, "Can
ask
I just
first.
pick up a couple of
That's
sticks
what I
off
did
the
do
ground?"
before. I did that all before. We just tried to be nice to them. Then after a while, they wouldn't let me do it. They wouldn't let me do it, which was weird.
Erin, did you read Scott's comment? He said your dad
No,
sold
I
the
ain't
last
seen
week
it.
around it. He said
I
your
ain't
dad
seen it. You
sold
might
the
have
last week.
Scott was
Yeah,
saying
I'll try and
your
pin it
dad's
up.
site
Pin it
will
up
have
on
Twix
pin it up on
around
the
in
screen
it.
so I can see it.
He said your dad will have your dad's site will have twigs.
Yeah, I could probably do that. Yeah.
Do it.
There you go. Problem solved.
Yeah, I can do that. But then my dad will have like that the lecture story he's gonna go on to me. He'd say to me, Aaron, what have I told you about the divvy spiders, son? Get rid of them. They're stupid. Because in his eyes, he thinks that they're worthless pets. They're worthless. They're
Yeah,
boring.
but Erin,
That's in his eyes.
if you're going to take these spiders on, you need to have the right setups for them. Because if you don't, you're going to end up.
Before I buy any snake, I make sure I've got A, an enclosure for it, B, the correct equipment, and C, the right knowledge. If I haven't, I say, right, I'll pay a deposit, I leave it in the shop, and I go back for it 3 weeks later when I've got the setup. I don't just go out, buy it, bring it home, and chuck it in an enclosure that's no good for it. It'll just die. It's pointless.
You've got to.
But the one thing I do like my dad did say to me though, he said to me, Aaron, if you don't start growing up, my son, start growing in the real world, come into more reality, my son. If you don't get rid of them tarantulas by the end of this year, I will personally myself officially get them all removed from your house. I'll get them all removed. That's what he said.
There's a client who pinged over an emergency.
So he says he's going to call some pet people up
Then you
to have
need
them
to speak to
all
you need
removed.
to speak to your mum about that, then, Aaron. That's not really something we can deal with.
No,
But
it's not. At the end of the day, mate, it doesn't matter what your interpersonal
mate.
family
Cheers, mate.
relationship is or situation. If you can't look after the tarantulas, don't have
Cheers, mate.
There you go, Erin. Put that message up, Scott.
But they'll also, I'm not being awful. There'll be people who will help you as well. The people will help you with that. If you know,
If you go to shop and
spiders on and care for them.
Yeah, but then like they'll be gone though. They'll all be gone. I won't have them anymore. I won't have no more spiders.
That's the situation. If your dad is like that, and that does
I
happen.
think I can agree with you there, Aaron.
But
I said that, guys. My dad's an old-fashioned ignorant traveller. He's old-fashioned. He's very ignoranted. He's an ignorant person. He hates me having the spiders. He would rather me have the snakes. He'd rather the snakes come first than the spiders.
Well,
because he doesn't like them. He's got he has arachnophobia.
I don't know what your living situation is, mate, but both my parents are horribly arachnophobic. It took me many, 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 many years. In fact, I wanted tarantulas from a very, very young age, and it's up until I was 28, and I had to move back home, and they had no choice. The tarantulas came with me, unfortunately, and they've got over it, but that's only because I've shown them from a place of compassion. Now, I don't know what your dad is like, because I don't know him, and I don't know what your personal family or living situation is like, but you need to work around it or not have the tarantulas. But again, it's no excuse, other people's opinions or your relation things, to have shitty care for your animals.
Erin, right, don't get me wrong in what I'm going to say now, but I'm going to be honest to you. I think you want to keep tarantulas, by all means keep them. But do your research. Make sure you get this set up 100% spot on. Because if you don't, then they'd probably be better off with somebody that can take the care to give them the right setup. And I'm being honest with you, my opinion.
Hot chocolate stuff.
But, you know, just listen to what everybody.
I do understand that. I do understand. Yes, I do. But then another thing, right? Yeah. I'll tell you what you do. Yeah. If you come down here for one day, come down here. Try and explain to my dad what I like to do. Yeah. Try and explain it to him. Try and explain to him.
Aaron,
I'll tell you what will happen.
That's not Mark's
He
battle.
will not take none of it in. He'll say my son's better off without stupid spiders. That's how ignorant he is.
That's not their battle.
You got the money for the spider.
We understand what you're saying, Aaron. We do understand. But at the end of the day,
I know what you mean, but I'm just saying, if you explain and try to explain to him, he will not listen to you.
Aaron, you're getting help now, right? Scott is in the chat, and he said that if you want to spend a day with him and talk through things, personal or tarantula related, and you want some help, he's there for you, mate. Now, you've had a lot of advice on this stream, and it may
Stop
seem like we're
telling
berating
Jack,
you or
but-
telling you no. We're not telling you no. We're just saying, please have your care correct and have the right motivations for doing what you want to do.
No,
And if
I
you
am.
can prove that, that's great. It's amazing. It's the next step forward. But Scott is in the chat right now saying that he'll spend a day with you, giving you help if you want it. Now,
Which is
instead
a bloody
of
good
talking
thing.
about it, I highly suggest that you actually do take the advice and take the help like now, as soon as possible. It'll be better for you, better for the hobby, better for the tarantulas, and it'll give you some peace of mind in the future as well.
And you know Scott knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He may have a fake beard and he may be a wanker, but he does know a lot about tarantulas. Right?
But guys, the thing is though, I don't tell my dad about it. I don't even tell him about the tarantulas. I don't even mention it to him. I don't say nothing
Okay,
about
Aaron,
it.
we get that. We get that. Don't worry. We understand what you're trying to explain to us. You don't have to keep explaining, because that's your personal life. You know the way that you have to keep your personal stuff. So that's your personal life.
I couldn't help saying it. But like I said, he never understand.
I have had to get rid of
my dad. He just never understand it.
Aaron, I've had to get rid of animals because of personal living situations, health situations, movement situations. I've been in and out of the exotics keeping hobby, not tarantulas specifically. Tarantulas the last 8 years, but I've kept fish, I've kept some reptiles, not a lot. I keep a couple, and I've kept mainly phasmids and other inverts and true spiders. I know what it's like to have to get rid of your collections and compromise with people. But at the end of the day, it's what's best for the animals. So if your dad is like that and it's a real problem, I'm not saying you have to get rid of your tarantulas and stuff, but I'm saying like if that's a thing that happens, sometimes you have to. But what we're saying is the tarantulas you do have.
Oh
now,
no, I'm not going to let him
care-
take my spiders. I'm a bit psychopathical. I'm a bit psycho in the way. I will not have him take my spiders. I'll literally cry.
I appreciate that you're so passionate about it, but now you need to put that passion in practice and improve your care and step onwards, and then you can solve the personal things outside of it. But we're here to help you in the hobby and give you a bit of guidance. And all this advice, I really want you to listen to it and take it on board and actually put it into action.
I will.
Anyway,
no, I'm
guys-
going to listen to you.
Right,
I will.
how about we end this conversation here, because we've said what we've got to say.
Yeah.
What's being said is being said, and I think at the end of the day, like, we've spent most of this stream now having this conversation, and it doesn't seem to make
Sink in.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's Christmas Eve.
No.
My children's presents are now on the sofa ready to be laid out, so I'm jumping off to go put them on the sofa, tidy, ready for them in the morning. And
Right,
I will
anyway,
speak
guys.
to you in a minute, Mark.
All right, right, guys. Everybody in chat. I hope you all have an
Merry
amazing Christmas. Everybody on the panel have an amazing Christmas, and I wish you all the very best for New Year. I hope it's a good one for everyone. But I am going to end the stream.
Sorry, just one more question quick. I got one more question quick. Yeah, one more question quick. So, if I got rid of my animals, I'm saying, if I got rid of all of them, they're all gone, do you know what would happen? Do you know what I'll be doing? I won't be looking at spiders on the internet no more. I won't watch no YouTubers no more. I won't watch none of them. I just won't watch none because I ain't got them animals. I would not watch no more YouTube. And I won't go to no more shows.
Erin, before I go, nobody's asking you to give your spiders up or get rid of them. All we're asking is talk to Scott, get your care right, and then you'll be fine. But you haven't got to give your spiders up. Just take advice off people, get the care right, and then you'll be flying. So, don't take it the wrong way off us, because we're only trying to help you.
No, I understand.
It's all coming from love, mate, honestly.
Yeah, I don't understand. I do understand. I am listening. I'm taking it.
I am gonna jump off now. Like I say, good night, everybody. Scott, I will try and be on your live tomorrow. I'm at my son's Christmas Day for dinner and that. As when I get back, providing it's not too late, I will jump on with you. But everybody in chat, have an awesome day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care, everybody.
Right, see you later, guys. See you later, guys. Bye bye.
Merry Christmas.
Bye bye, guys.